Impression of me is horrible. Move. Give me my mic. I guess I'll just repeat what Sherwin said. Go to the Google Play Store or Apple Store to download the 1017 The Truth app today so you can take the home of Milwaukee Black Talk with you wherever you are.
Can't listen live? Download the new 1017 The Truth app on your smartphone today to catch up on all your favorite shows. Search 1017 The Truth on your Google Play Store or Apple App Store so you don't miss out on any of the action. Truth Nation, stand up and tap in. This is 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. Psst, we bought that action. The place for the realest conversations.
I appreciate United Garden Homes for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously.
Yes.
Dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
Did you ever think that you would be in this position right now where your daughter would have some way lose her life?
I didn't want to believe it. All the times I called, sometimes the phone would ring and ring and ring for days. I didn't want to know that she had successfully committed suicide.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we stay in our cell. We get fed in our cell. We don't come out our cell at all. And that's pretty much the biggest problem. Like, they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother, Black Power, to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Yam, yam, pam, 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 jam, jam.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, wow.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. Hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Speak up, speak up, speak up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering, awesome. Where's Tory? Like,
tell Tony, all aboard. It's okay to jump on the love train.
I'm not jumping on the love train.
We might got a couple seats left.
Listen, he ain't going to be – Jordan Love will not be the starter in 5 years.
Trash. That's a trash.
That's just my take.
Now you're trying to string it out.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Well, I'll need some apologies from the staff of 101.7.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute. I think the line's messing up. Hey, Eddie. Oh, I guess something happened with Eddie.
Hush up, boy.
And they have an agenda. And the agenda is a satanic one. I don't know why people don't talk about it. You can't talk.
Oh, Yo, that's just empty.
I want to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cups. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
Now, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah, Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. The wonderful. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice. We want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe for wonderful. Monday through Friday, let's go. We about that action from the block, and we ready. Let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. And I'm here for the action.
And none but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants to smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The movement continues.
The marathon continues.
How you doing, DJ Brother Z?
It's Monday.
And how y'all doing out there in Radio Land? Truth Nation. Hey, thank you for joining me this Monday, July 22nd, 2024. And look, we got a lot to cover on the show today. So I'm gonna need you to open up your ears, okay? Hey, it's Monday, and you know how we get down on a Monday. Let's get the Miracle Minister Kevin on the lines for the Monday prayer. How you doing, Minister Kevin?
Hey, Tory, I'm blessed. How are you doing, my brother?
Hey, I'm feeling powerful.
That's well you should. It's a powerful weekend.
Well, we had to walk against violence over the weekend, and I appreciate you for coming out and leading us in prayer, Minister Kevin, as usual.
Hey, that's the least I could do. And the walk, I tell you, it was a nice walk. I never felt tired. I felt that I could keep going on. That's what we had to go through life. You know, we look at the obstacle with 2 miles of walking in my condition. You look at the obstacle, but you don't let that stop you from doing it. Everybody that came out, I appreciate you all. Good seeing you, meeting new people there. It was awesome, and hopefully it makes a difference. It's not just in vain.
Well, I'll say this. By you being a victim or a victor, as you would say, of senseless violence in the community and actually being out there to walk and take a stand against violence, that was powerful, Minister Kevin.
Yeah, we can't let anything slow us down, man. You know, I'm sure if a lot of people survive a lot of incidents like we have with Trump, he survived. He kept his resolve. He didn't stop. If you had other people that has been trying to be victimized with a lot of things, you keep your resolve. Whether people agree with you or not, none of this violence belongs here in America. We don't need to do this kind of stuff. So we have to recognize that we have people out there who's going to take advantage of, or the evilness that's in there. They're going to take advantage of things and try to get you when you ain't looking.
Right.
But you don't allow that to change your resolve. You want to do good, you do good. If somebody do you evil, that does not mean you turn around and do them evil. You know, you turn around and do good.
A lot of people would say eye for an eye, Minister Kevin. But you know what I would say is that the Bible says, and I was a deacon, a young deacon in a Pentecostal faith. The Bible says, if you hold your peace, then the Lord will fight the battle. And many times, a lot of people take the battle in their own hands.
Yes, they do. And I think Romans 12th chapter tells us that vengeance is mine, says the Lord. I will recompense. He's going to get it back. You know, so we don't have to worry about the vengeance. It also says that if you do good to those who done you evil, it's like reaping hot coal on their head. You know, and people don't understand that. That comes from something back in the day. Right. They show shame of what they done. They will put like a bowl or something of hot coal in their head, walk around with it, and people will see that they done wrong. So that's a shame there. So if you do good to the ones that despitefully use you, they will feel shame. You forgive them, they will feel shame that they done what they done to you. And that's better than you trying to get back at them.
Hey. Well, look, Minister Kevin, like I said, I appreciate you for coming out to the walk and doing the prayer and making sure that you are actively being out here in the community still. And, you know, I can only commend that. I can only admire your drive to continue to be a part of this community in a positive way. And like I said, if nobody haven't told you or said that to you, I just want to say that I appreciate you and I thank you for all you're trying to do to help the city of Milwaukee.
Yes, it's what we have to do, what we called to do. It's not just called to bring people to the church and try to get their money from them or whatever people might think it is. We called to help. It's not just, you know, it's for religious reasons as well as for the unity of the community, for all those reasons. We're not just called just to get you to believe in God, but you don't believe in loving your neighbor. You can't love God if you don't love your neighbor. So there's all those out there who talk about they got a relationship with God, but they have none with their neighbor. Take another look at your relationship, because you can't love God unless you love God's creation, which is people.
Well, look, Minister Kevin, I'm going to tell you like this. We need prayer. And when we talk about this country, when we talk about our neighborhoods, when we talk about our communities, every day we have to wake up and tackle tough issues that's dealing with our communities, our country, you know, our families. And now more than ever, we need to come together and get on one accord. That's why I appreciate when you come through with the Monday prayer, because we got to get on one accord, Truth Nation. This is the time. You know, there's never been a better time to regroup, rethink, and reshape and come together in unity, Minister Kevin, to get things done.
Yes. Yes. And so, brother, I know, as long as there's breath in my body, you can count on me. So, Lord, we indeed thank you for all the hearts and concerns of the many people who seek peace and unity for our community. We ask that our faith and our works dwindle not when we see evil and violence speaking from the shadows of sin. But instead, we shall shine the light of righteousness, truth, and justice to the situation. We thrive for love and peace. For as your word says, if at all possible, to live peaceably with all men. And do not to be overcome with evil, but to overcome evil with good. Therefore, as we continue to walk by faith and not by sight, let us be guided by your spirit and be covered and protected by the blood of the Lamb who died that we may live. I speak life, and life more abundantly in Jesus' name. Amen.
Anything else that you would love to say, Miracle Minister Kevin?
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm, and stay focused.
Hey, look, when we come back, we got Marquette Hall of Famer Tony Smith in the building. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
And that's Tory Lowe, bringing you all the action and all the smoke. Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation!
And all our juicy jammers out there.
Make certain that you tap into Jam with Juice each and every day so you can quench your thirst.
That is right. You already know you could sip on us every single day, like Benjamin said, from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. But that's not all, y'all.
Catch us exclusively on YouTube for our 6 to 7 show.
Yep, only on Thursdays.
Catch Jammin' with Juice each and every day on 101.7 The Truth.
Now sip on that.
What if one day you went to your secret hiding place? You know, that spot that only you know about? And instead of what you came for, you found something a little different. What if instead of your private stash, you found a simple phone number, 1-800-662-HELP? What would you do? Would you stop and give it some thought? Would you make the call? The truth is, all drug use comes with risk. Before those risks become real, before drugs turn your life upside down, before drugs take their toll on you and your family, know that there is help. You can quit. If you or someone you love is struggling with drug use or prescription drug misuse, call 1-800-662-HELP for 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral, or go to samhsa.gov/thereishelp.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as 1 business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Come escape to Lake Lawn Resort. Enjoy stunning lakeside views, on-site golf, award-winning spa, and numerous dining options, including 1878 on the lake. Dive into the pools, explore water sports, or relax by the lakeside fire pits. Experience Lake Lawn Resort's newly renovated guest rooms, part of a multi-million-dollar upgrade for ultimate comfort and luxury. Whether it's a romantic getaway, family vacation, or corporate retreat, Lake Lawn Resort has it all. Book your stay at Lake Lawn Resort today and discover the perfect blend of adventure and relaxation.
How much does it cost to talk to Gruber Law Offices after a serious crash? It's free. Yes, free. As in, it won't cost you anything to speak with us. Not sure if you have a case? Call our team at Gruber Law Offices today. Your first call and your first consultation are always free. And you'll never pay us a fee until we win your case. If you've been seriously injured, call Gruber Law Offices. 1 call, that's all.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
Yeah, be the realest, I never wrote. I ain't write this, by the way. Some real thoughts right here. Be the realest, you ever quote. Scout, president is black, my Lambo's blue. And I be damn if my rims ain't too. Mama ain't at home, dad's still in jail. Trying to make a play. Everybody seen the scale. President is black.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Biden steps down. Kamala Harris stepping up. Hey.
Good.
How do you
Biden need to step down?
You know, the thing is, we talked about this a lot of times, and finally, he had succumbed to the pressures. To step down.
He got COVID, then he was even worse off. He was just not looking good.
It wasn't looking good. It didn't look good for a while, though.
Didn't look good for a while.
They kept it up, though. They kept saying that he was
bad at the
he was ready.
Debate. That's when he looked real suspect.
I think he got exposed at the debate.
He got exposed big time.
I think everybody was trying to prop him up, but when the debate came, it was no denying.
They couldn't hide it.
That a lot of the things that people were saying about his cognitive issues came to the forefront.
Yeah, I mean, at some point, he couldn't hide it. But again, like you say, you and I talked about it several times. He's old. Trump is old too, though. So that's the part that they're trying. Oh, but he's not as bad. No.
Well, the thing is, when I talk about the Democratic Party, they were starting to implode over there. They were starting to get into it about funding ideas.
Mm-hmm.
People wanted to have a different candidate, a different nominee, and now it's Kamala Harris. Do you feel that this is something that can actually challenge Donald Trump?
First off, I really hate the political system right now.
Right.
So it's hard for me to really even think, oh yeah, she's going to do this or whatever. But playing along with what's going on, she probably the only one that has the name credibility right now that people know, because you know how voting is.
Right.
A lot of people just go vote on the names that they've heard before.
Well, the thing is, even a lot of people was hesitant due to the polling that even if she ran against Trump, it was still a slim chance for her to win. And what I'm saying is that what I'm seeing is that she still has to accept the Democratic nominee in Chicago.
Correct.
And so Barack Obama is working to open it up to have other people, be in the space to get the nominee. So even though Joe Biden has endorsed her, that doesn't mean she's going to be the nominee.
Correct.
She doesn't automatically have that position.
Right. And that's a narrative you heard Republicans throwing around already. Like, oh, she just can't go in there. That's illegal. That's not how you. First of all, she's not even, like you said, the official candidate.
Right.
So y'all can just chill with all that false narrative they're trying to get out there. It doesn't matter. She's, like you say, they got their convention coming up in Chicago. She's got to get voted in there. So they're going to do it by their process, and that's how they do it. So the other thing is, my big question with her is, it took a while for the country to get ready for a black president in general. Now you're talking about it's getting a female president of color in there.
Right.
Are we really ready for that? And because that's where you say some people you're going to get some faction of the population that is like, okay, I'm Democrat. I'm cool with a dude being in there, but am I cool with the woman being in there? As bad as it may sound,
especially during the time of war.
That's what it is.
It's a lot of things going on, and like I said, not to say that women can't handle things like that. What I'm saying is that America may not be ready. Yeah, facts. America may not be ready for that type of leadership.
Yeah, but like you say, that bottom line is, it is what it is. Like we know this society. Not only in America, but the world is ruled by men.
Right.
That's what it is. So you can say, oh, that's a sexist statement. No, it's not. It's a factual statement. That's what it's been throughout history. I would submit the evidence of, has there ever been a female president?
No, and
okay.
Hillary Clinton ran, and like I said, she got the popular vote.
But that's how many presidents have we through? 40 something.
Right.
So there's been none. So like I say, I'm not making a statement because that's how I feel about it. I'm making a statement because that's what it is.
And this is a tough time in America too, where America is in a lot of different war ideas.
Right. And
so that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to make it tough.
Listen, I'm with you. I'm
moving forward as well.
I hear everything you're saying, and I agree. Even so much that now we know. I'm going to make a reference here. It's going to seem weird, but we know when we watch TV, movies, they all kind of like play off of the reality, right? So I don't know if you watch House of Dragon, but they got a female up for being the queen, and she's being challenged. And one thing they're talking about is like, oh, we don't know. Women they're soft-hearted, so they don't want them during wartime. Right, being soft-hearted
because they're nurturers. They're basically nurturers.
They're nurturers. Yeah. They want somebody a man who's going to be mean and ruthless and merciless when it comes to war.
When it comes to battle,
and that's the same idea. That's how some people think in real life. They don't think a woman can handle that.
Even women,
even some women think like that. Yeah.
I mean, see, when we had Hillary Clinton running, a lot of the women was like, oh, we're going to vote for Hillary and all that. But when it was time to go to the polls, it shows that they voted for the male idea. So all I'm saying is, here go Kamala Harris in a time where you got 5 months, or so months, 4 to 5 months to turn everything around, to get everything going. Also, you got the DNC nomination that she doesn't really have right now.
Nope.
So we still got to go through a process of her
winning that nomination.
Yeah, getting the nomination. So I think that there's room for somebody else to actually be the Democratic nominee.
You have any idea?
A lot of people don't even like when I say this, but I think that Michelle Obama, Michelle Obama is the one that I feel that could probably challenge Donald Trump. Like, I'm talking about as an idea, because Obama is her husband. Mm-hmm. So that engine, the Obama engine, could probably challenge the Trump engine. That's all I'm saying, because if, and a lot of
you
people...
don't think there's any current political figures who are...
like you said, name recognition. Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, they've been running together. Everybody kind of is familiar with her.
Yeah.
But I feel that she's not strong enough to beat Donald Trump.
Alone. But, I mean, that's
then you
why...
got to pick your VP. And then what is she going to pick? Another woman to run as VP, or she's going to pick another male?
Not.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is we don't even know how that even looks.
Right. I mean, and obviously they got to use strategy when they're picking somebody.
Right.
In the sense that, are you going to pick somebody from a swing state so you can secure one of those, or what are you going to do? There's got to be some strategy behind it. It ain't gonna just be like, oh, this person's good, or that person. Nah, there's got to be something. They got to be bringing a lot of votes with them.
That's all I'm saying. Like, so I think the Obama engine, like Michelle Obama, and a lot of people say, hey, she don't want to run. She don't want to be a part of it. People change their minds all the time. All I'm saying is the Obama engine can compete with the Donald Trump engine. Kamala Harris, I don't think she have enough steam. And then you get somebody else in there, her VP.
Right.
I mean, it's just, where's the energy going to come from?
I just think it's going to be hard for a female.
Right.
Period. I just think that as a society, we're just not there yet mentally.
Hey, and I'll say this, when I seen Biden step down, I felt like they pushed him to, keep running, even though he had issues. And I think that they could no longer hide it.
Well, yeah.
So even though he's saying he's stepping down to continue, he's going to continue as president,
right.
A lot of people saying that he should resign as president as well.
Just resign? I mean, I think
why continue?
I think it looks better. They just because I think the problem, part of the problem is like you say, you could see his decline. I mean,
right.
we could see it was visible. So that was part of the problem. Now the question becomes, okay. I know people. I got exposed at the debate. Now, really, people can really see it. It's completely obvious. Now, the question is, were they telling him to stay in the race because what we just talked about, name recognition?
Right.
Like, we're not going to find another candidate who has the name recognition. So we need you to stay in it. But then they realized, like, nah. Even people within our own party,
it was actually starting to hurt.
Right. People in our own party can see how bad it is.
Right.
You got to step down, but you can still. You can't do both. You can't run and you can't run the country.
I think this was. This was the worst time to implode, like a couple months before the election, right?
Yeah, this should have been done a while ago.
Yeah, this should have been done a while ago. Somebody should have taken the initiative a while ago to give somebody the proper chance to build up the steam.
They didn't have any
to make it happen.
Any outs though.
The way they
didn't
ran,
see a way out.
even the way they ran Joe Biden as far as like becoming the presidential nominee, they didn't. Anybody that ran against them, they got shut down by the party.
Right.
So
because, I mean, again, we know what politics has become. It's become like not who's the best candidate or not who can do the best job. It's like, okay, who's able to actually win? Who can garner the votes to win? And you do that a lot, like you said, like on name recognition is a lot. Like people know you're a known quantity. You might be a bad known quantity, but you're a known quantity, and that's unfortunately brings with it a lot of those miscellaneous votes that like you really can't account for. Like I'm a hardcore Republican.
Right.
You can count on those, right? A hardcore Democrat, you can count on those. But it's some people who are just, I'm going to go to the ballot and vote like I always voted. Bam.
Right.
I'm going to look
Straight
at that
down,
name that I
right.
know. Bam. That's it.
And I agree. And plus, and now is the time where so much is going on in America that people want somebody with a history of a certain vision, either side, whether you like open borders or you don't like open borders. I think the issues are so open and shut. Either you like open borders or you don't.
Right.
Either you like with this or, So now they're just trying to vote for their best interest. A lot of people are voting their interest this time around.
I would argue that's what the people always do.
Well,
it's always like, okay, what candidate is going to help my life personally? So I got maybe 3 issues that affect me personally. Right. And if I see somebody, this candidate's going to do this, he's going to do this and do this. Oh, those 3 affect me directly. I'm voting for that person because I'm not looking at the rest of what they're doing. I'm just looking at the 3 things that are going to help me personally.
That I want out of the deal.
Right. And that's what everybody's doing.
Right. And the thing, I think some people are just, they don't know what's going on politically. They just they're just voting party. Some people are donkey gang or elephant gang, 100%. And they don't care what the policy is. They don't care what the side is. They just over here and they just what they doing.
Right, and I'm talking more. So if you look at the breakup, you got 40% Republican, 40% Democrat, 20% in the middle. Right. So the 20% in the middle are the ones that we're talking about. Like, you got people, let me see, what are they going to do for me? Let me see, maybe this affects my job. Maybe this affects my my career path.
Maybe this affects my beliefs.
Maybe this affects my kids' school. Maybe this affects, some stuff like that.
I agree.
They're picking out stuff like that, and they're just cherry picking on it. Like, I got to go with this person because that's what we're going to do. And they're overlooking maybe some other stuff. It's not like the country, it's not like the people in the country vote. Like, ideally, you vote for the best for everybody, right? Like, okay, they might be one issue on this side that I don't really agree with, but all the other, like the 7 other issues, I agree with, and they help everybody else. Right?
Hey,
that ain't how they're voting, though. People don't vote like that. They vote like, what's helping me and me only.
Hey, look, Truth Nation, when we come back, we got Tony Smith in the building with the Pop Culture Report coming up next. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, join the Center for Leadership of African Women's Wellness from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday, July 27th for their prestigious Wine, Women, and Wings Red Carpet Affair and Fundraiser. Enjoy food, drinks, music, fellowship, and fun at this summer event. So join them Saturday, July 27th, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. at St. Francis Parish, 1937 North Bell Phillips Avenue. Tickets can be purchased on their website at claww.org/events.
What do you get when you combine grilled-to-order deliciousness with only the finest Wisconsin cheeses? Cousin Sub's new Wisconsin cheese steaks, featuring either steak or chicken, bacon, cheddar cheese, sautéed onions, and their new Cheddar Supreme cheese sauce. It's a match made in dairy heaven. And the decadence doesn't stop there. Pair your Wisconsin cheesesteak with their new Orange Dream Shake. All are available for a limited time only. Order in store, online, or via the mobile app. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 1017 The Truth. Here is Telly Hughes with his truth.
How many times have we been told perception is reality? Look, I'm not here to dispute that, but as true as that statement is, it couldn't be further from the truth when it comes to social media. The way we perceive something or somebody on social media is typically nowhere near how things are in their real lives. Unfortunately, identifying the difference between people's online life versus their real lives gets compromised because people want it to be real. And that's okay. What's not okay is people trying to live up to these fictitious lives that's being presented and getting thousands of likes. You often see posts of people on vacation with the caption, "Living my best life," or "So-and-so doesn't owe me anything." Again, nothing wrong with that, but I wish people would view social media like they do SportsCenter. On those type of sports shows, they only show the highlights of the game. Highlights. On social media, you're only seeing the highlights of people's lives because you probably won't get many likes on a post that shows you stressing over having more bills than money and trying to figure it out. The point is, don't get caught up trying to live up to something that isn't even real. Influencers are going to influence. and some have made a hefty living doing so. But happiness isn't a one-size-fit-all contraption. Create your own happiness. Plan out how you're going to obtain it, and then protect it the same way you would guard your most prized possession.
This has been Truth Takes on the new 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Truth Be Told with DT and Tellez weekdays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Alex Tellez. The Green Bay Packers kick off their first official training camp practice on this Monday. Pro Bowl defensive tackle Kenny Clark walks into training camp with a brand new 3-year, $64 million deal that the Packers signed him to on Sunday. Over in baseball, the Milwaukee Brewers split their 2-game series in Minnesota versus the Twins after their 8-7 win on Sunday. They head to Chicago on this Monday to take on a division rival in the Chicago Cubs. First pitch is scheduled for 7:05 with coverage beginning over on WTMJ at 6:30. The Brewers currently sit at first place in the division with a 5-game lead over the St. Louis Cardinals. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams, member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing tonight? I'd like to welcome to the stage Tony.
Thank you. Far too kind.
Entertainment, current events, and trending topics. You get it all on the Culture Report with the Marquette Hall of Famer Tony Smith on the Tory Lowe Show. Here is your host, Tory Lowe.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Marquette Hall of Famer Tony Smith. Hey, Tony, the USA men's basketball team struggling a little bit, struggling early.
Yeah, they don't look good.
What's going on?
Ah, man, a lot. They were down 1 point with 20 seconds to go, Tory. Down. They're losing.
What's going on?
It wasn't a good team like, let's say, Canada. It wasn't like, they beat Canada by like 12, 13 points. It wasn't like France or Australia. Some of these teams that are really good.
This would have never happened with the Dream Team.
No. They got a different mentality. Dream Team's got a different mentality. But they had the old man LeBron save them. He hit a last second shot to put them up by 1, and they won the game. But I asked a question on Facebook today. I go, what y'all think the problem is out there? A lot of variety of answers about what the issue is. But I'm gonna tell you my theory on what the problem is, Tory. It's several issues. It's not just one. If y'all watched a lot of NBA basketball over a few years, you know that the term super team has been around for the last like 6 or 7 years, right? And super team is when they just pick up superstars off other teams and put them together with their current superstars. So now you got 3 bona fide all-stars on a team. And then you think, okay, yeah, that's how we're going to win. And we saw that model doesn't work, right? Most of those super teams, they fail, and you get other teams winning. Like Milwaukee, when they won, who was their super team? They didn't have a super team. They had Giannis, Middleton, Drew Holiday. That's their top 3 dogs. Like those aren't like the top 10 players in the league. Those aren't the top 20 players in the league.
All right.
There's a certain basketball has a certain structure to it.
It seems like they're either the other countries are catching up to American basketball, or
they are.
American basketball is just marketing. It's just all marketing and branding, and that's just a lot of old players now that are Curry, LeBron.
Right.
These are not young players.
Yeah, but they're still good enough to win easily. They're good enough. The problem is, like, just think about it. So we're talking about, like, name the players. Name the players. Like, how many of those players on the U.S. team are used to taking 5 shots a game?
None of them.
Exactly. But this is what they're asked to do. Like, you can't have 11 guys playing and 11 guys taking 20 shots a game. There ain't that many shots.
And nobody plays defense anymore.
Listen, defense is the least of your worries. That people want to talk about defense being the least of your worries. The problem is everybody cannot be a role player. You can't turn superstars into role players. But that's what is required because this is a team game. You have to play a team. And on any team that you look at, even in the league, there's a pecking order.
Right, but
who eats first?
Ant-Man said he the man on this team.
That's what Ant-Man says. But guess what? Kevin Durant says the same thing.
Well, LeBron must be the man because they talking about LeBron.
Listen, LeBron took the last shot.
He took the last shot. So
again, this is where the problem is. You're talking about the problem right now. There is no pecking order. What would feel most normal and what would make these guys flourish is they decided, okay, we're playing through Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum's our leader, our lead dog. We're playing through him. We're going to run our offense around Jason Tatum, just like they do in Boston, or we're going to run it around Ant-Man. If he wants to say he's the guy, okay, Ant-Man, you're the guy. We're running offense around you, right?
Hey.
I'm Kevin Durant. I'm just going to sit on the wing and be a role player. I'm going to take 4 or 5 shots a game, and we're going to run Ant off pick and roll all the time with Embiid.
So it's the coaching problem, then. Because if you get a good coach in there.
Yeah, but see, a good coach, that's what I'm saying, though. You're the
it's a lot of egos.
makeup of your team is wrong.
You need a coach
but that's why,
that knows how to deal with inflated egos.
Who was it that got hurt, Z? That got hurt and Derek White replaced him. Who was that? Oh, Kawhi. Kawhi went out, right? Remember Kawhi goes out and they replaced him with Derek White? You know why they did that? They didn't need another superstar to have to feed. Like, you got to feed these superstars.
Hey.
That's what I'm saying. They're not going to go into the Olympics, I'm going to take 4 shots a game. Or I'm just going to be a passer. Or I'm just going to be a rebounder. They're not there to be role players.
Well,
that's how you need to construct a team, though.
I'll say this. All of the real competitive games are starting next week.
Yeah, this week, Friday.
Oh, this week, Friday.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, did they work out the kinks?
No,
because it seems like
they still got the same mentality. These guys still got the same mentality.
Okay, but you got to play together to win.
Right. The problem with them is they have so much talent that they're going to overcome some of the real issues. Right. They may have had a scare against South Sudan, but anybody can have a scare when you're not playing to your highest capabilities, which they're not. So they're going to have some scares, especially when they play some better teams. But they're gonna figure they're good enough where they're gonna finally understand, like, okay, at least when a certain group is on the floor, we got to figure out who's the man, like who we're gonna play through. We got to go through one guy. We got to have some kind of semblance of offense. We can't just go one-on-one. Whoever touches it, okay, your turn to go. That doesn't work in the league. It ain't gonna work here. Like you said, not only are the international teams catching up, but the international teams always play together. They have an offense that they run. They've been running this offense for years.
In the chat, Brian says Euro style is role player basketball. Euro style. They play role player basketball.
Like I say, they have a pecking order. Like Luka goes to his team. Luka is the man on the team. Luka's not sitting in the corner watching other people shoot up 20 shots. He's taking 25 shots. He's playing, but that's his normal role in Dallas. He's playing the same role. So Luka can be the same player. Like I said, you got guys on the USA team, Anthony Davis, he's taking 3 shots a game. That ain't his role.
Hey, they better figure it out.
That ain't his role.
Also, before we want to break, I want to talk about the WNBA because there was a lot of people online on social media talking about Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese on the same team playing together, names. All the popular names.
Hot names.
But the U.S. women's basketball team was beaten by the All-Star women team.
Oh, of course, yeah. I mean, the All-Star team could have been on the U.S. team,
right?
I mean, that's what it is. So there's not much of a difference from those two teams. And Enrique Ngubawale was balling. I mean, but she
34 points.
She should have been on the team anyway.
They say she got snubbed.
Well, she did get snubbed, and that's why she went off. She's showing y'all, hey,
salute
I get
to
buckets.
Milwaukee's own.
Yep.
Enrique. Look, I'll say this. There's a lot of interest now in women's basketball. And I think it's legit. I think it's really legit now. I mean, I think it's more competitive. I think that they're getting more views. And I heard that there's a new television contract deal where now they'll get paid more money.
Yeah, and I'm not going to say that it's more competitive because I don't want to disrespect girls of the past.
Right.
Because there's been some ballers back then.
Yeah, but I'm talking about.
I think it's been competitive. It's just more visible now.
Okay, yeah,
which
that
is
was the right thing.
Yeah, it's more visible right now because a lot of eyes are on it. But they've been doing this for a while. It's just like you say. The thing is, with the visibility and the importance of Caitlin Clark, which people don't want to give her credit for, unfortunately, she brought eyes, which brings advertising dollars, which brings money to their pockets. So everybody should be happy about it. Don't confuse that, please, with taking it easy on Caitlin. They're going after her.
Right.
She's got a big name coming out of college. They're going to tell her, no, sirree, we hooping in this league. You ain't the only baller. You just got out of college. We about to bust your butt. And that's what they've been doing to her. And they're not taking it easy on her. So that's
and it's only going to make her a better player.
It's going to make her better. But that's what they're supposed to do. They're doing what they're doing on the court. She's still bringing eyes, no matter what's happening. She's still bringing eyes. The eyes are already there. Like you say, those talks are already in place with TV, and that's where all the money is, TV. They start getting TV stuff, they're going to start getting more paid. They're going to get a bigger share of revenue, and hopefully the NBA won't need to carry them on their budget, and they'll be on their own, and they can make money.
I'm seeing that process of them getting the attention and possibly the dollars to come behind that.
Yeah, that's the only way it's going to come from. They got to get TV contracts. Advertising money is the only way for them to get more money, like people are calling them to get for. But they can only get the money that they draw. Like it can't just magically money ain't coming out of thin air to pay these girls. So there's a chain of how it works, and it works with getting eyes, which they're now getting. Then getting advertisers that want to be attached to the WNBA, which they're now getting, and then getting TV contracts.
Well, look, we're going to run the break. When we come back, we're going to talk a little Secret Service.
Yes,
they're having a chat with the Secret Service about what took place with Donald Trump. I think we got some audio from it. We're going to listen to it when we get back. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
The Wisconsin State Fair is back.
From August 1st to Sunday, August 11th, check out Spin City Amusement Park and all the tasty new food.
You're right, Juice.
But before the Juicy Jammers even think about attending State Fair, they should call into Jammin' with Juice to win a 4-pack of tickets.
A 4-pack of tickets? It's amazing.
So call in, Juicy Jammers, to Jammin' with Juice for your chance to win a 4-pack of tickets.
So you can enjoy the rest of your summer riding the wave.
Now sip on that.
Sharon needed legal help. She needed Gruber Law Offices.
When I think about Gruber Law Office, I think about how they took care of me, how they make sure that you get what you're supposed to get. Gruber Law Office. One call, that's all. I will always trust one call, that's all.
Injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
They are the best. I'm very happy.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. He sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself.
For many military veteran caregivers, their caregiving journey starts earlier in life and lasts longer. Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Calling all big thinkers. The world's climate is changing. These aren't new facts, but it means we must think in new ways about how we can live, prosper, and provide energy for our world while protecting our planet. Engineers are answering the call to create cleaner, safer, reliable energy. Solar power, harnessing the power of the sun to light all corners of the globe. Wind power, channeling a simple breeze to bring electricity to our homes. Hydropower, using the natural flow of water to generate electricity. Nuclear power, engineering advanced reactors that are safer, more reliable, and produce zero carbon emissions. Engineers are leading the way and empowering the next generation. Engineers answer the call. Brought to you by the National Academy of Engineering. Learn more at nae.edu.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Yo, I go by the name of Pharrell from the Neptunes, and I just want to let y'all know, I'm your pusher. The world is about to feel something that they never felt before. Come on.
101, 7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Pop Culture Report by Marquette Hall of Famer Tony Smith. Look, Tony Smith, there's a situation going on with Secret Service, and they asking them all them questions. What's happening then?
Yeah.
How did this happen?
They should be asking the question. That's, the funny thing is, like, this is one of those things where government thinks that we're idiots. And unfortunately, I got to be honest, most of us are idiots, right? Because they want to put this woman, Kimberly Cheadle, right? She's the director of Secret Service. They want to put her up in front of Congress, like, because, a lot of us are asking questions. Like,
well, a former president was shot.
Correct. So, and obviously, like I say, most people don't care. Most people don't. They're not thinking about, like, this shouldn't be able to happen, right? That's not what they're thinking. But people like us who know what the Secret Service does and how they operate and know how law enforcement is, when a former president, a current candidate, is speaking somewhere, like, the security is tight. We just saw it in Milwaukee. Right. They're putting gates up 2 weeks before anybody gets here.
Helicopters flying all over the place.
Crazy security, right? So now the people with some knowledge are like, this shouldn't even be possible. Like, this doesn't make sense.
Right.
So for us, what they're going to do, they want to parade her out there. They want to put her out there, knowing.
Well, don't the boss get the if something good happens, the top person get the praise.
Get the praise, and
if something bad happens,
but here's the
top person gets.
She didn't
the pushback.
I watched it. She didn't answer anything. She gave nothing. Why? And every time she was pressed on a real question, like, she gives some bogus questions,
right?
But any real questions. It's an ongoing investigation. I can't. Well, it was an ongoing investigation. She can't talk. Why you got her up here right now? We don't want to hear from her right now. Get her up here and she can answer some questions that we want to know. How is a roof that's 150 yards away, well within range of the rifle he used, well within range?
Right.
He had a range finder, which it's a golf thing. It tells you how far something is. I click on it and it tells me how far it is. Like, you don't need that at a speech. Why is he in there with a rangefinder? Like, people were telling you there's a guy in the roof. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on. We're like, what's going on, bro? Like, how can the Secret Service
drop the ball like that?
You can't drop the ball like that. It's impossible to drop the ball. So that means you did it on purpose.
So you think that it's an inside job?
Well, hey, like you said, you just saw security here. It's off the charts.
Right.
And this dude wasn't like this dude was on a rooftop 55 miles away. He was 150 yards away.
And people saw him while he was climbing up.
Correct. And we're talking about the Secret Service. So, listen, they're putting her up here right now when she can't answer a question because the FBI is looking at the incident. She's investigating her own people, which, first of all, that don't even make sense. How are you investigating your own Secret Service? You are the Secret Service. You can't investigate yourself. Somebody else should be looking at you.
We had that problem with that here in Milwaukee, and now they have the outside.
Correct.
People are doing the
Somebody
investigation,
need to
but
be looking at
they
at
are
her.
buddies anyway.
And second of all, like, this is what I was talking about before. Like, Secret Service people don't want this on their watch. So I know something crazy is happening. Like, they don't want this on their watch. This lady, she knows she's supposed to resign. Like,
she should resign.
Somebody does not get attempted assassination on your watch. Sorry, you got to resign. You got to let yourself go. You know what I mean? Get out of there because you failed.
It was talk of DEI hiring on the Secret Service.
Yeah, because she was talking about, I want to hire women.
Okay, so
whatever.
What I'm saying is, no matter what took place, it happens under your watch.
Yes, you got to take responsibility.
And just like you take the good, and when things go good, you got to take the fall when things go bad.
That's the other thing. She's sitting up there, Tory, talking about, I take full responsibility. No, you didn't. You didn't resign. That's taking full responsibility. You didn't do anything. All you said was we made a cluster of blunders, or however she phrased it. Y'all made a bunch of errors. Okay, well, you're in charge. You made a bunch of errors.
Hey.
You have to be fired.
Well, I'm looking at the talk to text. Somebody said it also was a shooter on the water tower. It was actually 5 shooters. Now, I haven't heard that confirmed.
And she wouldn't confirm that either. They asked her whether multiple shooters. But again, in the middle of an investigation, she ain't going to answer anything.
Right.
So that's why I'm saying I don't even know why you put this dog and pony show out for us to watch like it's going to satisfy us. She didn't even answer a question.
And it's way soon because they're still looking through who this guy was and what's going on. So, like I said, I mean, I'm sitting back watching a lot of this because many times when we see these things, we're not going to get the real conversation because politically they're going to just talk in circles.
Correct. And you're definitely not going to get it while an investigation is going on.
Right.
The people in charge ain't telling you anything. Like the FBI is doing an investigation. They can't tell you anything. She's doing an investigation. She can't tell you anything. But again, some of the things she can say. Our problem is now with today's climate, there's a lot of false stuff being put out by people, right? So one of the false things I heard that she had actually addressed, they were saying on the internet that, these weren't Trump's normal Secret Service people. No, she said that was his normal detail. It wasn't anybody out from outside. Wasn't anybody extra. Wasn't anybody special. It was his normal detail.
Also heard a story that they knew that there was a threat out there 10 minutes before or 15 minutes before he went on stage.
She didn't confirm time, but she did say, yes, we knew. She said, we knew there was a person of interest. That's how she phrased it.
Right.
There's a person of interest. And apparently they differentiate between a person of interest and a threat. So they saw a person of interest. They knew of that. She made it seem like, because the guy that was, now I'm telling you right now, congressmen and women on both sides, they were going at her. And I mean going at her hard. I mean, they was like.
As they should.
As they should. They were like, feel like if I was up there questioning, I'm trying to get some answers. Don't be giving me no BS. What the heck is going on? How does this happen? But they asked her, the guy was giving her like time. Did you know 5 minutes before? Did you know 10 minutes before? No, she's like, it's less than that. So it was sounding like it was under 5 minutes that they knew that there was a possible threat, like between 3 to 5 minutes, which is plenty of time.
Right. And like I said, when you thank God for these cell phones because we actually have footage of people pointing out the guy climbing up.
I saw the guy when it happened. It was live. He was talking about there's a guy over
there. Right there telling people, hey, there's a guy right there. You would think that they would have eliminated the threat right away.
But Tory, first of all, if you saw the aerial setup, it's a roof that's right across the way. It's not far away. How does that roof not protected?
All I'm saying is that a lot of this makes me scratch my head because, and then you got people that don't like Trump. They say it's staged. I mean, sick that people just don't like somebody so bad that they don't have the empathy. Assassinations have been a part of American history when it comes to president. This is not the first time. This happens.
Yeah, it's not.
These things go down.
Yeah, I mean it's 100% it happens. The issue is like there's too many questions surrounding it. Too many questionable questions surrounding it. It's not just a straight up where you have a school shooting. Like this guy had some mental health issues. He just whatever happened, he went. Like this guy's 20 years old. Like
they said that he has no previous history of mental health.
Right. And I'm saying it's like 20 years old. Like at 20, how deep in the political scene were you at 20?
Not that deep.
Not that deep to want to go to kill a candidate. Like, right?
To escalate it to that point where I want to kill somebody.
It's like, this is 20 years old. He's not thinking. I don't think that's on the 20-year-old's agenda. Like, so there's too many questions around it. But they try to
we
parade
got
it
time.
around here, man.
I guess we got time to see. I guess as it all unfolds, we'll have the popcorn and the soda watching it.
Yeah, the story's going to change 100 times
as it unfolds
before it gets to the final truth.
Well, T. Smith, I appreciate you for coming through with the Pop Culture Report as usual.
Good to see you.
And I will see you Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
Hey, look, Truth Nation, when we come back, we got guests. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Being blind doesn't always look how others may think. Stargardt disease was supposed to define me.
Retinitis pigmentosa aimed to overwhelm my family.
It tried to cut me down. A blinding eye disease attempted to force me away from doing what I was born to do.
But it cannot stop me. I have the tools.
I will keep moving forward.
Pushing past the limits of this disability.
I know where to find support and where I can be seen.
Loss of sight won't blind our vision. Innovative research, educational resources, supportive community. The Foundation Fighting Blindness is leading the charge in finding treatments and cures for blinding diseases. Learn more at fightingblindness.org. A public service message from the Foundation Fighting Blindness.
Milwaukee's Black Talk lives here. You are listening to 101.7 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. Psst, we about that action. The place for the realest conversations.
I appreciate United Garden Homes for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously.
Yes.
Dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
Did you ever think that you would be in this position right now where your daughter would have some way lose her life?
I didn't want to believe it. All the times I called, sometimes the phone would ring and ring and ring for days. I didn't want to know that she had successfully committed suicide.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we staying in our cell. We get fed in our cells. We don't come out our cell at all. And that's pretty much the biggest problem. And they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother, Black Power, to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Yam, pam, jam.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, wow.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. Hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Speak up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids.
Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering, where's Tory? Like,
tell Tony, all aboard. It's okay to jump on the love train.
I'm not jumping on the love train.
We might got a couple seats left.
Listen, he ain't going to be, Jordan Love will not be the starter in 5 years.
Trash. That's a trash.
That's just my take.
Now you're trying to string it out.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Well, I'll need some apologies from the staff of 101.7.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute. I think the line's messing up. Hey, Eddie. Oh, I guess something happened with Eddie.
Hush up, boy.
And they have an agenda. And the agenda is a satanic one. I don't know why people don't talk about it. You can't talk.
Yo, they just empty.
I want to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cups. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm.
Now, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
The truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The It's Tory Lowe, the truth. The wonderful. We got that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice. We want all the smoke. From Monday to Friday, trying to bring the city home. Tory Lowe, Monday to Friday, let's go. We got that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. We're ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And we got the queen, the advocate, the author, Elizabeth Brown, in studio.
Hey, yo.
How you doing, queen?
Hey, all is well, King. No complaints from me. Happy Monday.
Hey, look, and we got guests. We got guests. We got the family and the advocate of Brianna Gregory, who lost her life, 20 years old, lost her life in a fatal crash on State Highway 67. There's a thing going on with this. We've been trying to keep everybody updated on this story because the way this happened, she was hit by someone and pushed into traffic when she lost her life, and she was on her way to a job interview. She was on her way to a job interview. This happened out there by Summit, Wisconsin, out there near Summit, Wisconsin. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you right now, I appreciate you, Kendall, for keeping us updated on this.
Yes,
you've been working hard. You've been an advocate for this family, and like I said, I appreciate you for all the work you've been doing to try to keep this situation in the media.
Yeah. Yes,
because it could have easily fell to the side.
You know it. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Now we got some audio on the family out there with the visual. This is an old article, but I want to get everybody caught up to speed on what's going on. Let's listen.
To Waukesha now, a balloon released today to remember 20-year-old Brianna Gregory, who died in a crash back on January 5th at the intersection of State Highway 67 and Genesee Lake Road in the village of Summit. Tonight, her loved ones are calling for safer streets.
1, 2, 3. Brianna!
Loved ones releasing balloons Sunday to remember 20-year-old Brianna Gregory. Summit police say she was killed January 5th when she was rear-ended by a 19-year-old driver and pushed into oncoming traffic. 2 others were hurt. Family tells TMJ4 News Brianna was on her way to a job interview.
No matter what she did, she always made sure that everybody else was okay, too.
Uniqua Woodson is Brianna's cousin. She's calling for safer streets.
The intersection that she was at is very dangerous. So our goal, too, while we're here, too, today, is to remember Brianna, but also to get that changed and get that fixed. Because we don't want that to happen to nobody else.
According to Wisconsin Community Maps, there was another crash at this same intersection just 2 days before Brianna was killed. That crash only resulted in property damage. Still, Brianna's loved ones think that's proof that change is necessary.
If we look up in the data, there's probably plenty more, accidents that happen here. So, this could have been preventable. In my mind.
Hey, look, I'm going to tell you right now, I've been following this story, and we got updates. We got updates on what took place, and nobody's in jail right now.
Nobody's in jail.
The woman, the young lady that hit her into the traffic, Haley, have not been arrested.
Nope, not have been arrested. Haley right now is where she at? Let's give a quick introduction. Basically, what happened was after the final resolution came out that the assistant district attorney put out, after a couple months, she basically said that Haley, there was no evidence within the 40 seconds of Haley's phone being open that she found any evidence of Haley manipulating or touching her phone. And so now I'm here to explain to everybody, after we had a meeting with the ADA Melissa and her investigation team, that actually there is proof that Haley was actually manipulating the phone. And I did get evidence of them admitting that. And also, there's also more to be revealed of serious misconduct that has been sent to the OLR to basically get somebody held accountable because of some serious misconduct that should be open to told to the public.
Now, Haley is 19 years old.
I believe at that time. Yeah.
At the time,
yeah.
She hit Brianna from the back.
Yep.
Into traffic.
Yep.
When the police got on the scene, you were saying that there wasn't even a thorough investigation at that point.
Yep, right.
Well, revisit what happened with her being investigated on the scene.
Well, on the scene, obviously, she was basically, treated a little bit more different than most people of my color. That's how I feel. And so,
she didn't get she didn't get a breathalyzer.
No.
And automatically getting hit from the back, you're at fault.
Yeah, like she pretty much was just, they didn't test her for any drugs. They said that her eyesight looked good, so they didn't have to, doing all these things. And they also, it was some things that I can't speak about,
right?
Because to be able to explain it, I got to make sure I have enough. But it just don't seem like it was a proper process that happened out there for any other person like me would have gone through.
If I was in that situation, I probably would have got breathalyzer, everything, you know. Had to make sure that I wasn't on drugs.
Exactly.
Stuff like that, because somebody lost their life.
And this is what I'm here to talk about. So I'm going to jump straight on in. So basically, the family and friends of Brianna Gregory believes that the ADA Melissa Zalvey, who is the assistant district attorney on this case, cannot professionally perform her duties during this investigation. And here's our evidence to support our claim. ADA Melissa Zalvey leaked her final resolution letter of not charging Haley to Brianna Gregory family attorney named Paul Butcher, which sadly that leaked resolution was seen by Brianna Gregory's mother around Mother's Day. So so Brianna's mother got that leaked resolution around Mother's Day. That's terrible, right then and there off top. So Brianna Gregory family sent Assistant District Attorney Melissa Zalvey an email expressing how they were displeased with her decision. This is what ADA Melissa Zalvey said and wrote to Attorney Paul Butcher after she discovered that Brianna Gregory's mother had viewed the leaked final resolution. ADA Melissa said, I shared a draft of the non-prosecution letter with you to explain my view of the evidence at this point. It has not gone out to your clients, nor could it has, as it is not final yet. I did not expect you to share it with them at this point. I will not share those drafts in the future, as I can see now how confusing that could be to people, and I am very sorry they are receiving this at this stage. Now, mind you, research shows that in Wisconsin, assistant district attorneys are bound by professional conduct rules and legal constraints. or any by regarding the confidentiality of information related to the case they handle. Leaking a resolution or any case-related information prematurely could violate these rules and result in various consequences. 1, professional conduct rules. 2, legal ethical obligations. And 3, potential consequences. So, in summary, assistant district attorneys in Wisconsin are not permitted to leak resolutions or other confidential information prematurely, as it would likely breach professional conduct rules and ethical obligations. So, unfortunately, that's what we came up with after she leaked that. So let her know we finna hold you accountable for even leaking it, because somebody could have got hurt. Somebody from Brianna family could have easily been like, you know what? This ain't final, and you telling us this now? Right. We finna go ahead and do something. But that's why you don't leak that type of stuff. You feel me? Wow. And then on top of that, we find out what you leaked. You didn't even put the right stuff in there, so we gonna get to that. So unfortunately, ADA Melissa was briefed way ahead of time by her investigation team and their evidence before she wrote her final resolution decision letter that Haley was indeed manipulating and touching her phone in those 40 seconds that ADA Melissa mentioned in her final resolution decision letter, which contradicts what ADA Melissa wrote in her final resolution letter. This is what ADA Melissa wrote in her final resolution letter. Detective Schroeder determined that Ms. Wallner's phone unlocked with Face ID about 40 seconds prior to the crash, but we cannot conclude and prove beyond a reasonable doubt that she was manipulating her phone during this time. And the only reason why I put the word phone, because there was she didn't put the word phone or device in there, but we know she's talking about a phone or device, because that's what's being investigated and that's what was going on. So it appears, so this is what I'm speaking. So it appears that ADA Melissa did not tell the truth, because it was mentioned to her at the meeting on June 6, 2024, that an expert witness concluded that Haley physically had to touch and lock her phone 1 or 2 seconds before the accident. And this is what Melissa Zalvi replied and said, and DJ said that too. DJ is the detective who was analyzing Haley's phone. So if DJ said that too, then that means you knew that in those 40 seconds, she was manipulating her phone. We're going to keep it going. And Detective Schroeder responded after a showing of a video presentation that I presented to him on the data showing that how Haley may have been manipulating the phone. And Detective Schroeder stated in a meeting on June 6th, he said, the things that we are discussing of all the manipulation you're doing, you are absolutely right. She unlocks the device that requires user input. Correct. Once again, that is not in the final resolution. And he's basically saying, and he's telling this, he knows this. It means he had to tell Melissa that before she wrote that final resolution of saying she didn't find no evidence in that 40 seconds. Let's keep it going. Unfortunately, Haley was speeding faster than what the police report and ADA Melissa final resolution said. ADA Melissa stated in her final resolution letter that State Patrol did conduct a reconstruction of the crash and concluded that speed was not a factor. Ms. Waller was going around 59 miles per hour in a 55 miles per hour zone just prior to the crash, which is not excessive or reckless in that area. There was no reports that Ms. Waller was driving recklessly prior to the crash. Now, in a meeting on June 6, 2024, Brianna Gregory family found out that Haley was speeding at an increased speed of 61 miles per hour in a 55 miles per hour zone 2 or 3 seconds before crashing into Brianna Gregory. With Haley phone data showing no evidence of Haley even slowing down, but instead she was actually speeding up, which is excessive and reckless. And there were reports that Haley was driving recklessly because the evidence on the spreadsheet shown at the meeting by the reconstruction team showed Haley was speeding while her hand was touching and manipulating her phone prior to the crash, because she chose to reach and physically lock and manipulate her phone 1 or 2 seconds before the crash instead of focusing on the road to avoid a crash.
Now, I'll say this. With all that being said, because I'm seeing that even with her not being tested, you know, at the scene, even with them now trying to say, okay, 55 miles an hour, even at 59, even she's going above the speed limit.
Exactly.
Right? But what I'm saying is she did something to where she wasn't in the understanding of where she was and caused the accident. To me, she wasn't treated like somebody that caused an accident.
Exactly. She made a mistake. Sorry.
No.
That's not what happens. We have to hold people accountable because this is what we about, right?
Somebody's life was taken.
Somebody's life was taken. And we can also get into the fact that the ADA, Melissa, is holding a young brother accountable for the same thing that Haley has done, and he's actually got charged with a Class G felony.
Now, who is this young brother?
We ain't gonna bring that up. I can't bring that up right now because
it's another incident.
Yeah.
But she's charging the brother.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. We got.
And you can't bring that up.
Yes, to me, got the evidence of it. We just didn't want to bring it on the show. But yes, this young man is going through the same thing, and the type of pressure that they put on him at the scene is nasty.
Samia, you've been going through this whole situation. What is your take on this?
It's a very sad situation.
It is.
Sorry.
Sad situation. It's unfortunate. And like everybody's saying, the way that Haley is being treated is not what someone of our color would be treated. Like it would be, I would say, more intense for someone else.
You think since this is a small town that they may know her?
Mm-hmm. Yes. It's a village, and in the village, people stick together. So I really do think that she's being protected, and it's not fair. It's not fair at all.
Yeah.
And when I read this story, I mean, my eyebrow goes up because from off the top, after the accident, even when she's being talked to by the police officers, the people that are the law enforcement officers that arrived, this is just my opinion, they were familiar with her.
Good chance it could be. Good chance it could.
Because they did not, aggress her.
No.
The way that somebody who may not be from that area would be aggressed.
I mean, you can listen to the audio of the police recordings. They was chuckling with her, laughing with her, all while Brianna's out there bleeding on the ground. They're chuckling with her.
You heard the audio.
I promise you.
Making jokes and
making jokes and stuff. Everything.
What you mean, jokes?
Making Haley feel so comfortable. Like,
oh wow,
don't lose it, Haley.
Pretty much.
Don't lose it. I know something just happened. Don't go into shock.
Somebody's dying.
Somebody's on the ground already pronounced dead.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
And these people joking with her.
And so still there's no charges from her rear-ending her. Is there?
None. We stopped.
No citation been issued.
No, because we end up stopping them from being able to put this final resolution out. We end up stopping them because when she leaked it, it gave us a chance to be able to reply and say, hold on.
Right.
You didn't give the family a chance to be inputted into this investigation.
Facts.
And then our lawyer, the Paul Busher, stop.
Have y'all talked to the Attorney General about this, the state Attorney General?
No.
So this has just been going on within the confines of Summit.
Yeah. Our communication been with nothing but the ADA and the victims' right people or something like that. But other than that, I mean, just think about it. We waiting on them to make a decision, and then out of nowhere you get a final resolution.
Yeah.
And you've been trying to meet with them before they made a decision.
Correct.
And you've been misled by your lawyer and
because they trying to get things to blow over.
Man,
by your lawyer?
Yeah.
We gonna talk about this when we get back. It's a lot going on.
Yeah.
We got the family of Brianna Gregory in the building. It's a lot going on in Summit. Yeah. We're gonna continue the conversation when we get back.
Oh yeah.
Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, it is Denise Thomas.
And Telly Hughes.
From Truth Be Told with DT and Telly. And guess what?
What is that, DT?
Our Truth fans can now watch and stream us live every day, Telly.
Wait a minute, Denise. Let me make sure I got this thing right. Our amazing and incredible Truth fans can go to 1017thetruth.com, click the Watch Live link, and watch me and you do our thing live from YouTube and Twitter every morning?
Yes, Telly, that is exactly right. So now they can watch you almost lose your black card every Friday during our Truth Telling Hit segment.
Come on now. You know I'm never losing my black card. But Truth Nation, you gotta tune into all your favorite 101.7 The Truth shows, as you can not only listen live on the app, but you can also stream us live all day, every day by going to 1017thetruth.com and clicking the Watch Live link.
Truth Nation, the 1017 The Truth Street Team, sponsored by UW Credit Union, is coming to the Milwaukee Night Market. Join the Truth Street Team this Wednesday from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Milwaukee Night Market. We will be set up right outside the 3rd Street Market Hall on Wisconsin Avenue. There will be plenty of fun for the entire family, and make sure you bring your friends. There's food, games, and plenty of entertainment for everyone to enjoy. So come have fun with the Truth Street Team, sponsored by UW Credit Union.
When severe weather hits and the power goes out, do you have a plan? For reliable power and peace of mind, propane can do that. It only takes about 10 seconds for a propane-powered generator to restore power to your home. So no matter what Mother Nature has in store, you know you're prepared. Learn more at wipga.org. This message is sponsored by your local propane provider and the Wisconsin Propane Education and Research Council.
What do you get when you combine grilled-to-order deliciousness with only the finest Wisconsin cheeses? Cousin Sub's new Wisconsin cheese steaks, featuring either steak or chicken, bacon, cheddar cheese, sautéed onions, and their new Cheddar Supreme cheese sauce. It's a match made in dairy heaven. And the decadence doesn't stop there. Pair your Wisconsin cheesesteak with their new Orange Dream Shake. All are available for a limited time only. Order in store, online, or via the mobile app. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest. Uh-oh. Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
One-on-one, 7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos, Elizabeth Brown in studio.
Hey, yo.
Look, we got guests. We got the family of Brianna Gregory, 20 years old, had an accident out in Summit, Wisconsin. A young woman hit her from the back, knocked her into traffic. She lost her life. The family is here trying to get us updated on what took place as they're trying to do the investigation. Mm-hmm. Kendall is here. He's the advocate for the family. The aunt is here. Denise is here. And when we talk about these type of situations, we got to make sure that we understand that when it's in a small town, they can try to cover it up.
Yep.
Because a lot, even in Milwaukee, they be trying to cover stuff up.
Yep.
But when I'm talking about is when this town is so small that they may all know each other and working to cover it up. And what have you been experiencing when you're going over there to Summit? And I'm talking to the aunt. You know, the aunt is in studio with us since this happened. What have you been experiencing when it comes to trying to get justice for Brianna?
It's unfairness. It's unfair. And like Sanaya said, it's pretty sad. You know, my sister is really going through. My niece, Brianna's little sister. It's just unfair. It's unfortunate. And for them to try to not, to kind of seem like they want to try to sweep it under the rug, thinking that we're going to go away, but we're not. This is not going to go away. So we're going to go to the next higher up level. We're just going to take this as far as we possibly can so we can get some justice, because somebody got to be held accountable.
Right. And the fact that she was going out there for a job interview, this happened, and they're just treating it like, this happens. This is just something that happens. Yeah. The young woman that was involved in the accident, just go home. That to me is just wild to me.
It is. It is.
It's egregious.
Yeah.
Because, this is a life that's taken, and you're catering to this young woman. This blood is on her hands. Especially when we're talking about how we're highlighting, charging for reckless driving.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? She is at home. There was no citation issued. She was hit from the back. You're automatically at fault. Anytime you're in an accident and you hit somebody from the back, you're at fault. Your insurance is going to be taken, and they're going to give you a citation. How she have no citation? A life was taken, and she's sitting at home, and you're talking about no charges? Somebody got to make it make sense.
That's crack smoking crazy.
And the fact that there is a phone involved.
Come on.
They have her on the phone 40 seconds before the crash.
Yep.
Meaning she was dealing with it. You manipulating it. That's why
that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Enough said.
That's enough right there to get me put away for a while.
Period.
While going 61 miles per hour.
Right.
With your hand on the phone.
Come on.
2 seconds before hitting somebody.
Come on.
Make that make sense.
You can't. Because again, like I said, right here in the city of Milwaukee, and everybody surrounding Milwaukee is talking about the reckless driving. This was reckless.
Definitely was reckless.
And life was lost, and there was no citation, and you're telling me now that you don't want to put charges on this young lady? The question that I have, who is she connected to? How many people has turned a blind eye to the fact that this young woman lost her life and she's never going home just on the strength of trying to go and get a job, when we're talking about the black youth in the city of Milwaukee who have to go outside of Milwaukee to get a job.
Yeah.
Right.
And then their lives not being held or taken seriously.
It's crazy.
It's egregious.
It's crazy. And then at the end of the day, why would you make a decision, Haley, to even touch your phone 2 seconds before hitting somebody going 61 miles per hour? If you got one hand on the wheel, one hand on the phone, and you 2 seconds from hitting somebody, that's right there is criminally negligent, because you touching the phone.
Correct.
You only got one hand on the wheel. You should have had both hands on the wheel. You 2 seconds from hitting somebody, you should have. You gotta do.
If you were paying attention.
But if you got one hand, the Detective Schroeder said, well, what if she grabbed her hand? What if she grabbed the phone and was still looking at the road? Then you basically saying she intentionally crashed into her?
It don't matter.
Is that what you said? Because you got to pick and choose. She was either manipulating the phone while accidentally crashing into her, going 61 miles per hour, or she intentionally looking at the road like, yeah, I'm not finna stop. I'm not finna slow down. Boom, while manipulating the phone. You got to pick, because the phone data shows that she was actually speeding up within 2 seconds. And this is the crazy part. I said, show me proof that she was slowing down. They couldn't show us proof through her phone data. So they took a picture of the scene, and there was 2 skid marks, right? And I said, what skid marks? He said, they right there. I said, those faint skid marks? I said, you talking about a person going 61 miles per hour, decrease their speed by 10 miles per hour in 1 second, cause faint skid marks? I said, no. I said, sir. He said, yes. I said, sir, let me tell you something. How can you match that to Haley Carr? He said, well, the tires match. I said, sir, you can't match no tires. That's skid marks. They not a print. And then I said, sir, that was a car crash that happened in that same spot 2 days before that. How we don't know them skid marks?
Right.
He like, ADA, like, you're just trying to throw everything out. I said, no, my job is for you to tell my story, and your job is to prove me wrong. Right now, you guys upset, and you want to kick me out because you can't prove me wrong.
A lie.
Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, there is evidence of Haley manipulating her device within that 40 seconds that you said you didn't have no evidence in.
Wow.
That's number one. And then there is no evidence proving that Haley was slowing down in her phone. You try to make up that the skid marks exist. You can't say that there. That's going to get thrown out. That could have been anybody faint skid marks. And on top of that, you trying to say that she could have been touching the phone while looking for her. That's even worse. That means you telling me she intentionally crashed into this girl knowing that she is in front of her.
It was premeditated.
Oh, my God. You don't want to go with that one because that's murder.
What I don't like is that they're finding every reason
not to
when there's a lot of evidence to.
Oh, it gets worse. Let's talk about Life 360. Haley Life 360 crash detection app was open for more than 20 seconds. Life 360 is a crash detection app. Before she crashed into Brianna Gregory's car, and Detective Schroeder did not look into her Life 360 data or open her Life 360 app on her phone to view any potential evidence Haley Life 360 app could have presented. We believe Detective Schroeder did not perform to his professional responsibility while examining Ms. Waldron's phone, and specifically the opportunity missed to review the Life 360 application account details on Ms. Waldron's iPhone 11. Mind you, 6 months went by when we got our meeting with the ADA. That's 6 months of this man never going through her phone or never getting a subpoena. He had no intention.
No.
Oh, hey, what did you see in there? But it gets worse. It gets worse. We believe that the opportunity now exists to subpoena the Life 360 application data as new evidence added to the case. The Detective Schroeder gave the impression that he was ignoring the evidence of what was available to him by the phone by being directly in his hand with the Life 360 app ready to be open and explored for data collecting purposes, especially when the detective admitted that he himself knows about Life 360 app and he has it on his phone.
So he knows what's in there.
He has it on his phone. He said that in the meeting.
Oh, wow.
The detective stated that he wanted to know what Haley was doing during the time of Life 360 app being open while Haley was driving, but chose not to look at Haley Life 360 app account while the phone was in his custody.
On purpose.
So that's why we need a subpoena, because the detective didn't do the best job at trying to answer his own question.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying?
Hey,
you feel me? You didn't do the best job to answer your own question.
Hey,
let's do it again.
Hold on, wait a minute.
No,
we gotta run a break.
ahead.
We gotta run a break. But when we come back, I need you to continue. But I need y'all to tell the community, how can we help in this fight when we come back? I want to talk about that. Truth Nation, we got the family of Brianna Gregory in the building. It's a lot going on in Summit, Wisconsin, Truth Nation. Sundown. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app at 1017thetruth.com.
Welcome to another episode of Analysis, man.
From Buck superstar Giannis.
And then I'm going to Chris at the time. What did coach mean? What do you...
And even Green Bay QB Jordan Love. There's only one call for these conversations.
I've never been in a Lambo, and I have to, right? What is this Lambo league?
Tune in to the Analysis Show, presented by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. Find it today on Apple, Spotify, and anywhere you get podcasts.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Prostate cancer screening is a simple blood test. It's a simple blood test. Get it done. Your family history of prostate cancer increases the risk for all the men in your family. It's a simple blood test. Get it done. Prostate cancer is most treatable when it's detected early. It's a simple blood test. Get it done. Men, it's your life. That's why it's so important to talk to your doctor about getting tested. If you want info on how to take action, the Prostate Cancer Foundation is here to help. For more than 30 years, PCF, a leader in scientific breakthroughs, has funded cutting-edge research that speeds new treatments into clinics, helping patients live longer with fewer complications. Go to pcf.org to learn more about prostate cancer and how you can advocate for yourself. Remember, it's your life, and it's a simple blood test. Get it done.
Research shows that high-quality teachers have the greatest impact on student success during the school day. By shaping their students, they are shaping the future. Yet while actors have Oscars, musicians have Grammys, and athletes have gold medals, exemplary educators who prepare every profession are just not recognized enough. The Milken Educator Awards set out to change that by surprising outstanding educators across the nation with $25,000 prizes and providing a platform to celebrate, elevate, and activate the profession.
Erica Stephen!
The awards were created by Lowell Milken of the national nonprofit Milken Family Foundation. The journey to surprising the 3,000th Milken Educator is in full swing. Who will be next?
Honey, they chose me.
Celebrate teachers, value teachers, thank teachers.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Drive slow, homie. Drive slow, homie. You never know, homie. Might meet some homie. You need to pump your brakes and drive slow, homie. My homie Molly used to stay 79th May. One of my best friends from back in the day. Down the street from Calumet, a school full of stones. He nicknamed me K-Rock, so there, leave me alone. Bulls jacket with his hat broke way off. And walked around the mall with his radio face off. Plus he had
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brothers on the ones and twos. Elizabeth Brown in studio.
Hey, yo.
Hey, look, I'm going to tell you right now, this Brianna Gregory story, it's disheartening because she was on the way to try to have a job interview. This accident took place where a young woman hit her. Haley hit her. Haley seems like she was able to leave the scene without a something where they did a blood sample or a breathalyzer or
Didn't
something
even
like
have
that.
to go to the police station.
Didn't have to go to the police station or nothing. Just went after the scene. Just went back home. Then the reports are all favorable to her.
Majorly.
Even with the DA, she's favorable, even though they have evidence that 40 seconds before the crash, there was something with a phone.
Locked.
Going over the 55 miles an hour.
Exactly.
Okay, and caused death.
Yep.
Nothing. This is a black woman that lost her life. And they're just saying, okay, this is just...
It don't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It was an accident.
We're not looking into it. You've been on the ground digging into this. You've challenged certain ideas and concepts. You still getting to run around.
Oh, definitely. Still getting to run around, but that's why we making these decisions right now to make sure that we let everybody know, listen, we ain't in the dark. We ain't letting nobody be in the dark no more. It's time to expose this information so that everybody know what's really going on.
We have our aunt in the studio. How can the community get involved to help your family?
We got a Justice for Bree page too.
Oh, yeah, we do got a Justice for Bree, Brianna page. But ways to get involved, I don't know when is our next. What are we doing? Well, I don't know what we're doing next, but
is there something on social media?
Yeah, her
where
page.
people can start following what's going on.
Justice for Brianna.
Yep.
She got a page.
Well, it's Justice
on
for Bree.
For Bree.
Justice for Bree. Facebook page.
Okay.
People can go there. They can chime in,
All
see what's going on.
updates, yeah.
Yeah. And they can spread this word. They can spread the word what's going on. Share.
Yep.
Share all the evidence that's going to be released on this platform, on Justice for Bree page. It's time to give out their support. It's time to give out.
This is on Facebook.
Yes, this is on Facebook.
Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Like I said, salute y'all fighting.
Yes.
This story happened out in Summit, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
It could have easily fell to the wayside.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was their goal.
Yeah.
Oh, it did fall to the wayside. She made her final decision around Mother's Day, and it was leaked to Brianna's mama. What kind of Mother's Day is that?
On Mother's Day.
You know what?
Around Mother's Day, so it was kind of close to.
I think it was on Mother's Day. We was over there when she got that news.
Man, that's sickening.
Yeah.
And then to find out that the final resolution, the DA told me in the meeting, she said, "Oh, we don't need to talk about the letter. The letter is behind us now." No, you bringing that letter back in our face. No, you didn't put everything in there.
Yeah.
Why everything that I'm telling you about evidence of her opening her phone with her face, swiping it up to unlock it. Then after you unlock it, you then open another app up called Notes app. You move that to the background. Only way you can move to the background with your finger. And then after that, you open up Life 360. You had to click it again to Life 360. And then that's open for 30 seconds. And then you going 61 miles per hour. You touch the phone, you manipulating the phone, and then you crash into somebody with no signs of slowing down according to the phone data. None of that is in the final resolution. It just says we have no evidence of her touching or manipulating her phone within the 40 seconds of the phone open. That's in the final resolution.
And these are the people that's supposed to be the professionals. These are the individuals that went to school. Okay? These are the people that we, the people, are taking words for. And this is a black life.
Sad.
That's no longer here.
Sad. And the worst part is they keep saying they experts. Well, he's an expert. Well, if you're an expert, why didn't you show your details and your data in this final resolution? That's why it was brought up in the meeting. Well, DA, isn't you supposed to have an independent conclusion? It don't seem independent to me. It seems like somebody else in your ear telling you what you should do. It seems to me. But at the end of the day, we know what the data shows. You got the same report as me. I got the same report as you. That's why I said, ma'am, I don't want to talk about nothing else. I want to talk about evidence. I got the same reports as y'all. That's why the detective gonna tell me, sir, let me tell you, everything that I wrote down is not in the 3 reports that was released. If then he went to the word if she was to get charged, I said thank you, sir, but she didn't get charged according to this final resolution. But if she would have got charged, I would have released everything that I had. I said, sir, that don't make no sense, because she made a decision,
good cop, bad cop,
off of final, and said there was no evidence. You playing games, and you admitted that you did tell her that there was evidence of her manipulating her vice.
He was a good cop.
Yeah,
it didn't work with me.
But with all the ifs, we're going home where a young lady would never go.
Yeah.
Her mother is still not having her child.
Yeah.
So let's forget about the ifs, the ands, and the buts. We're talking about what are you going to do about her life being taken, and this girl giving a get out of jail free card.
Right.
She ain't seen the bars. She ain't seen a citation. Y'all just trying to make her live a normal life, and a life has been taken.
And the crazy part about it, they kept saying we don't speculate. You speculating in the meeting the whole time. You telling me what if she touched the window? What if she touched the radio?
Speculation.
I said she touched the phone.
Like y'all that trying.
Let's not get around that.
We got Miss Shack on the lines. Miss Shack, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Good afternoon, King Tory.
Hey, how you doing, Queen?
Liz.
Salute,
Good
Queen.
afternoon, Good Comrade Brand and Truth Nation. I know about this. I heard about it, and I was wondering why it was so quiet and if anyone was going to respond to this incident because, you know, by it being out of Milwaukee and, you know, she being in predominantly a white, you know, county, I felt that, yes, she was mistreated. The whole accident was mishandled. But my question is, Kendall, since you got the smoke, you just need to put a title on that, baby, and put an attorney title on that smoke. You know, because you got the smoke and you got the adrenaline of an attorney, you just need to put a title on there. I'd say keep pressing, keep talking about this, but where's the civil lawsuit? You have that option. You have the evidence.
Yeah, we going for that. I appreciate that, but we definitely going for that. We making noise now. It's time to step out, and it's time to let everybody know, no matter what. The DA made her final resolution. Regardless if she want to take it back now, it's too late. We know where you going. We finna make this so loud that everybody know you messed up.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right, look. I thank y'all for coming through.
Me too.
It's been one of those head scratchers.
Yeah.
Justice for Brianna.
Justice for Brianna. Yeah.
Hey, you know, and the one thing I'll say is continue to fight. Anytime y'all get any kind of information, feel free to come on the show.
Yes.
Because we got to keep the community updated on what's going on with this situation.
Thank you.
And I appreciate the family, and I appreciate you, Kendall, for actually keeping up with the paperwork, because it's a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they don't think people going to keep up with the...
Facts.
That's the truth.
With the court, with the actual decidings.
That's true. It's true. We the detectives. We doing more detective work than they is.
Come on.
I'm sorry, but that's just the truth.
That's because they don't care.
Paid.
I'm doing more work than our own lawyer.
Of course. But welcome to advocacy.
Yeah.
Because that's usually how it works.
Especially when they're trying to cover it up.
But this is why we're telling people to get active.
Got to.
So you understand exactly what y'all going through, and we don't have to continue to do it. And if each one of us do a little, the ones who working ain't got to do a lot.
Exactly.
Well, look, I appreciate y'all for coming on the show today.
Me too.
Definitely keep
prayers
us
up for y'all family.
Appreciate that.
Keep us up in the loop. We here, Truth Nation is here, and like I said, we got to take it higher than that to the state level or federal level. And like I said, I appreciate you for coming on today. It's just a lot going on with this situation, and we want to know what we can do to help.
Yes, thank you.
All right, God bless you. Look, Truth Nation, when we come back, we'll have more discussion. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, it's Telly Hughes from Truth Be Told with Denise Thomas and Telly Hughes, and I have to let you know that the best morning show in the country is streaming live on YouTube every weekday from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Yes, DT and I are now waking you up in the a.m. live every weekday on YouTube. So go to YouTube right now to subscribe to 1017 The Truth so you can watch Denise and I get your morning started off right. Milwaukee Black Talk is now streaming live on YouTube.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. He sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself.
For many military veteran caregivers, their caregiving journey starts earlier in life and lasts longer. Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
We Energies want you to keep this important safety message in mind. Before you start digging, planting, or landscaping on your property, call 811 to have underground utilities marked. Calling 811 at least 3 business days before you plan to dig will help you know what's below and can prevent a hazardous situation. Our representatives will mark the underground utilities on your property for free. So remember, stay safe and call before you dig.
We Energies. People you can trust. Energy you can depend on.
No young person should ever have to worry about having a safe place to sleep at night, or whether anyone cares about them.
But the reality is, 1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year.
For over 50 years, Covenant House has been helping youth in crisis and giving them the support and tools they need to succeed in life. To learn more, go to covenanthouse.org today. Thank you for caring.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other. Leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Yo, G, suck it.
Truth Nation, 1017 The Truth Street Team, sponsored by UW Credit Union, is coming to an event near you. Join the Truth Street Team this Wednesday from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Milwaukee Night Market. We will be set up right outside of 3rd Street Market Hall on Wisconsin Avenue. 1017 The Truth Street Team is sponsored by UW Credit Union. They are here for every you. Hey, look. A tough conversation we had to have.
Man.
We got some callers on the line, though. They want to chime in. White Widow, you're on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
Thank you. If you want to give them my phone number, I ran into this situation. I think I told you about it, Tori, a little bit. About 4 years ago, a cop said my stuff wasn't stolen. I gave it away. It turned out that the cop was the thief's friend, blah, blah, blah. District attorney wouldn't file charges. So the moral of the story is called Victims of Crime Review Board. It's in Madison. That's the only way you can go with a DA because they're elected. So Victims of Crime Review Board, it's not easy, but it works. The DA who wouldn't file the charges, he had to retire, no fanfare. I got rid of the dirty cop, Steve Wagner. The next year, his wife got a catastrophic cancer. That money would have helped. Oh, well. They did retaliate. They killed my dog afterwards, and then they four-year restraining order on me.
Oh, wow.
Town of 179. I couldn't have turned around without getting put in jail. I don't mind going to jail, but I'm 3.5 hours from my people in Milwaukee, and I got 3 dogs. So that's why I made a move. So Victims of Crime Review Board, please ask them if you want to give them my phone number. Also, it didn't mean money, but I got my homeowner's insurance to pay the loss. The dirty cop put in the report. Hey, she gave it away, so for 3 months, the American Family thought I was crazy. So, yeah, it happened. Summit is a sundown town. If you want to give that family my phone number, but that's where you challenge the DA's second opinion. You can't do it locally. They're elected. So, and also, didn't she have car insurance?
Yeah, I mean,
good question.
That's a great question. I didn't even ask that question. I was so busy trying to get the story out here, but
that's a good question.
I'll send him a text message and ask him that, and I'll probably answer it when we come back.
Right.
All right, Truth Nation, we got to run a break. When we come back, I'm going to open up the lines. I got a question for Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Truth Nation, join me and my Truth teammates for my Beyond the Mic Happy Hour Mixer series this Friday, July 26th from 4 until 7 p.m. at Mo Bay Cafe, located at 1022 South 1st Street in Milwaukee. This will be an exciting night as we're going to give away Chula Vista Resort stays, and Dr. Ken will be broadcasting his show live from 4 until 6. And get this, everyone who attends will receive a free ticket to the Wisconsin State Fair. So mark your calendars for this Friday, July 26th from 4 until 7 p.m. at Mo Bay Cafe.
1017 The Truth and Associated Bank have teamed up for our Black-owned business give back. Each quarter, we'll be giving away $6,000 worth of free commercial advertising for 3 months to 5 Black businesses. To sign up for your business's chance to win $6,000 of commercial campaign marketing on the award-winning 1017 The Truth, visit blackbusinessgiveback.com. That's blackbusinessgiveback.com. Let's rebuild our community's backbone through exposure on the truth. For official rules, head to blackbusinessgiveback.com. Associated Bank, member FDIC.
You said you'd never buy your kid candy from the checkout aisle. Or forget extra diapers. And never give in to a meltdown. You'd never lick your thumb to clean their face. Never let them have too much screen time. And never bribe them for just one more bite. You say you'd never let them out in public without their hair brushed. Never, ever become a minivan mom. And you'd never give them your phone for a quiet dinner.
Calling boss work phone.
So when you say you'd never leave your child in a hot car, no, it can happen. Cars get hot fast, and kids can be at risk in temperatures as low as 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Being blind doesn't always look how others may think. Stargardt disease was supposed to define me.
Retinitis pigmentosa aimed to overwhelm my family.
It tried to cut me down.
A blinding eye disease attempted to force me away from doing what I was born to do.
But it cannot stop me. I have the tools.
I will keep moving forward.
Pushing past the limits of this disability.
I know where to find support and where I can be seen.
Loss of sight won't blind our vision. Innovative research, educational resources, supportive community. The Foundation Fighting Blindness is leading the charge in finding treatments and cures for blinding diseases. Learn more at fightingblindness.org. A public service message from the Foundation Fighting Blindness.
Breaking news, weather, entertainment, and sports. We have it all here. This is 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. Psst, we bought that action. The place for the realest conversations.
I appreciate United Garden Homes for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously.
Yes.
Dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
Did you ever think that you would be in this position right now where your daughter would have some way lose her life?
I didn't want to believe it. All the times I called, sometimes the phone would ring and ring and ring for days. I didn't want to know that she had successfully committed suicide.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we staying in our cell. We get fed in our cells. We don't come out our cell at all, and that's pretty much the biggest problem. And they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, Attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother, Black Power, to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Yam, pam, jam.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, wow.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. Hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Speak up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering, awesome. Where's Tory? Like,
tell Tony, all aboard. It's okay to jump on the love train.
I'm not jumping on the love train.
We might got a couple seats left.
Listen, he ain't going to be, Jordan Love will not be the starter in 5 years.
Trash. That's a trash.
That's just my take.
Now you're trying to string it out.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Well, I'll need some apologies from the staff of 101.7.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute. I think the line's messing up. Hey, Eddie. Oh, I guess something happened with Eddie.
Hush up, boy.
And they have an agenda. And the agenda is a satanic one. I don't know why people don't talk about it. You can't talk.
Yo! They just empty.
I want to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cups. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm.
Now, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Just Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. The Tory Lowe, the truth. The wonderful. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice. We want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from Monday through Friday, let's go. We about that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. We ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Lowe Show. We got the queen, the author, the advocate, Elizabeth Brown in studio.
Hey, yo.
Now, Joe Biden didn't step down, Truth Nation. We've been listening to this all week, all through the weekend.
Right.
Kamala Harris is stepping up, but she is not the DNC nominee.
No.
At this point.
No.
Now, the Clintons have endorsed her.
Mm-hmm.
And other people have stepped forward to endorse her.
Obama didn't.
Obama have not endorsed her. He's actually trying to get an open process.
Yeah.
So there can be more nominees to choose from.
Yeah. I wouldn't even consider, everybody is saying that he endorsed her, but in the letter, he didn't say, I wanted, the delegates to stand with Kamala Harris because she did such a great job. Like he said, it was nice working with her, whatever. But again, if you're my vice, I'm going to step down. and I would want my people who represent me to stand with and for Kamala. That ain't what.
That ain't what you got
what
from
the
it.
letter said. No, the letter said he's not endorsing her either. To me, and that's my opinion, because, like I said, me and you, we roll. And if I'm gonna move out the way, I'm gonna say it's been a pleasure working with everybody, and I would want everybody who truly mess with me to stand behind Tory, give him the same respect and everything else or whatever. But that ain't what I read in the letter. You know what I'm saying?
I'll say this. I'm just more on the lines of Obama, because Obama is the huge influence.
All facts.
Obama, if you want black people to perk their ears up,
correct.
Obama, if he don't endorse Kamala Harris, that's going to tell me more than if because the machine, the Obama machine.
Facts.
I say this.
Facts.
When you talk about who can actually go against the Trump machine,
come on.
Kamala Harris ain't the one.
They know that though.
Okay, so what I'm saying is,
but she's the only one that can hold. She the only one has control over this bag.
Right.
And see, they need this money.
So here we go.
She has to be on there because can't nobody else touch this Harris and Biden money.
Well, they finagling something. They finagling something right now.
Doubt.
They trying to open up some gates. They working on something.
Well, it don't matter. I know Nancy Pelosi don't like Kamala.
Right, and that's what I'm saying.
You understand?
But the thing is, what's unique about the thing with Obama is that he was considered the first black president.
Correct.
Now here comes. I'm just saying with what's out here.
Yeah.
Now here comes Kamala Harris with the same title. So by him not really outright saying, "Hey,"
right?
To me, that's a telltale sign. But I want to open up the lines. Do you think Kamala Harris will be the Democratic nominee at the DNC?
Come on.
That's what I want to know.
Facts.
Will she actually, because right now, Biden stepping down,
all over the place.
She the vice president. It makes sense that, okay, Kamala Harris was the one that we think that is going to be the one to go against Trump. But this is not official.
No, it's not official.
Until they say, hey, this is dead. So they actually say that this is so.
And it ain't, yeah.
So I'm wondering, do you think that Kamala Harris will actually be the nominee from the party?
Right.
At the RNC?
Right.
That's my question.
Okay.
The Truth Nation. 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. We're going to head to the lines. Gorins, you're on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
Oh, yes.
How you doing, Gorins?
I'm doing fine. I'm sorry.
Go right ahead.
I think that she will be the nominee.
Okay.
We're always going to have to be faced with making decisions. But considering the circumstances that we're in, she appears to be the best that we have. And based upon things and everything going, there has to be somebody step up. Because the shift won't be good. If we don't fight this one out, it won't be good.
Well, what I'm seeing is there was an implosion late in this election cycle. Let's just call it what it is. The Democrat Party imploded.
Yes.
That's what happened. And it makes sense that Kamala Harris will take the reins because she's in the conversation when it comes to name recognition, having the machine to actually pull it off. But what I'm seeing is a hesitancy from the party to actually say she's the actual nominee.
Facts.
Right now.
That's so true.
Yeah, I agree with that. Sometimes they, they do like they put out little feelers, so they go a certain distance to see what the response is going to be, and that will determine how far they're going to, press the issue.
So you see the machine rolling because he stepped down. You see, okay, she's next up. She was the vice president, but also when I look at the Obama, the way he moving, he said, "Hey, I'm open to another process here." At the same time, and by her claiming to be black, Asian, a person of color running for the office, it's huge that Obama has not come out and endorsed her. To me,
I mean, it's questionable.
Well, what I'm saying is, it's Obama, and he ran on that same ideology,
and he was one of the main one with Kamala Harris, who was pushing Joe Biden.
So that's all I'm saying. So
that's true.
That's why I'm raising the eyebrow. Will she actually be that nominee? Because of the fact that Obama is taking a stance to open up the ideal of the nomination for more options. Mr. Moore, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Hey, Tory. Hey, Liz.
Hey, salute, King.
How doing this evening? Listen, they tried on WNOB. They made it trying to seem like I don't like the chick because of her nationality. I don't like the chick for the simple fact she said when the guy questioned her and said, "What will you do, or what would you do for black people?"
Come on.
She didn't give him a question. She said, "Well, I ain't gonna do everything.
Anything.
You ain't even asking
just
the
black
question."
people. That's what she said.
And then she ain't got no black in her. Her mama white, her daddy Indian. So when a black wear that like me, it ain't like me. So stop putting that lady in there telling me to vote for her because she gonna take care. She ain't took care of me yet. So what's the lady down in Georgia who ran for governor? I'd rather have her there because I know she just like my auntie. She ain't like my aunt.
Oh, wow.
She like that old weird lady. She like that weird lady that stay like 4 blocks down.
Oh, wow.
And I 4 years ago, when they ran, I said it was gonna be a problem. Old Sleepy Joe, it was gonna be a problem when it was time for him to go back up. He wouldn't, and they was gonna put her in there. And I even said, why ain't they picking no other candidates? Why they
it's
just going with these
It's a short period of time, King, and she the only one that money that was already. She the only one.
I'm talking about before that.
But right now she is.
Why they didn't have no runners up in the box?
Because they had us bamboozled.
The box was empty.
Well, look. Look.
And I'm tired of being a Democrat because they playing too many games. And
they had us bamboozled.
Hey. All I'm trying to tell you is they tried.
Don't get me wrong.
Hey,
I don't want Trump to get it. I need to run for president.
Come on.
Because it seems like
sure do.
I'm a regular Joe. I'm 50 years old.
Come on.
They don't know nothing about what we done went through as a people.
Come on.
So they don't have silver spoons, gold spoons. They ain't went through what we went through. They ain't went through what none of us went through. Waking up in the morning, going to school, having to have that lunch. School lunch,
I say
walking down
King.
the street and having police treat us like third-class citizens. Come on now, I clean it all up. I clean it all up.
I say everybody
and we got to be careful when they say black because some, even Obama, his dad was not American black.
No.
His mother was white.
Correct.
So he had no ties to slavery in America.
Not at all. The majority of
Kamala
them
Harris don't have no ties to slavery in America. But we're crowning these people as black.
And they're crowning themselves.
Right. So what I'm saying is you got to be careful when we talk about crowning people as black. We talking about black people in America. Foundational people that had to go through the struggle here in America.
And the majority of the people that they put on these tickets, when you see all the people that Joe Biden said that he picked who was black are not from here.
They're not a part of the black struggle of America.
Not at all.
They don't have any ties.
Not at all.
That's all I'm saying.
And no respect either.
Tony from Tulsa. You're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Tory,
Liz, I had to call in. I definitely had to. Once I heard the news on my way back into town yesterday, and I'm going to make it real quick. Okay. This is the thing that gets me. We knew that this was going to come. Right. And people got to look at this twofold. So this is what's going to happen. She's going to lose. And who do you think they're going to blame for it?
She's going to be the fall person.
Black woman. She's going to be the fall person. And people aren't looking at it. They just can't see the forest for the trees. That's what's going to happen. They were going to lose regardless, Joe Biden or Kamala. They were going to lose regardless. But my deal is when you try to push her out there knowing that she didn't have support, remember, she was the first one to drop out during the primary. Dang it, right before the Iowa caucus and everything like that, she dropped out. She was the very first one because she didn't have the support. Amy Klobuchar had more support than she did, more black support than she did. Now, Amy Klobuchar from Minnesota, Lily White as you can get had more black support. Because we knew then, back when she was the Attorney General of California, remember what she did? Oh, I had political capital. So what I was going to do was make sure I locked up black parents because of their children weren't going to school. So that's what she did. What she should have done was locked up. What she should have done was locked up Steve Mnuchin. What did Steve Mnuchin do? Oh, he became the Treasury Secretary. Why we don't have them tabs? Oh, it was because of Steve Mnuchin. So, a la Kamala Harris. It's going to be kind of hard for her to be the Treasury Secretary locked up, and we would have had them tabs on them $20 bills.
Come on.
But anyway, I'm upset because your boy, and I know this ain't typically the show for it, Tory, but your boy earlier, Sherwin was talking about, oh, you know, he got all in his feelings because of people were calling up and saying, I can't support her. And it's just like, well, y'all don't know that y'all ain't political. If we're not all of that, why they coming for our vote then?
Come on.
Right. Well,
if we're not everything what you say.
Hey.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, look at the storylines that have changed in the last 5 months.
Come on.
First, he was going to stay in. First, he was competent.
Come on.
They talk about they talk about these Democrats that ain't lying. They lied the whole time.
Come on.
They've been lying this whole time.
Hold
on. They've been lying. Let's be honest here.
Come on.
They've been lying the whole time. Let's keep it a buck. So let's not say this, the party that's telling the truth, and this party is the one that's lying. No, they lied about Joe Biden the whole time. When he got exposed, they even took up for him for a little bit.
Yep.
Now that he has stepped down, people have forgot about all the lies that was told.
Yes.
Exactly.
To get to this.
One of the biggest ones, story, real quick. They keep talking about, oh, you know, these 15 million, 7+ jobs. We lost 10 to 12 million jobs on COVID. If I get fired from my job and then get it back, is that a new job? No, there ain't no new job. Come on, man. What are we talking about?
Hold on, that's the same thing they do in the city when it comes to violence.
Fact.
We hit the record numbers. We hit unbelievable record numbers, and then it drops, and they say, oh, we doing better. No.
Right.
Where was it before it became historical? You know what I mean? So,
right.
Hey.
I mean, we got a short memory because we also got to remember too that when these are the same people who were saying that, you know, Democrats was the one that was together and the Republicans was the one that was wild and all of that. When you think about Joe Biden, because he was just saying he wasn't going to step down. Now we're talking about the donors who put all of this money up, and he put his letter together and said it was going to be issued, which when we was at the RNC, that was already in the streets already.
Right.
That he was, due to the COVID, they was going to give him some type of disease, and then they was going to move him around, which while he was being quarantined at his house and not at, he wasn't being quarantined at the White House. He was in Delaware.
Well, I'll say this, you know, all of this, you got to realize all the different storylines that we have heard.
The liars.
In the last
donkey game
couple months, and people standing on lies.
Come on.
Now, okay, we moving on to Kamala Harris, and all I'm saying is I see that Obama ain't really coming all the way out with this because I watch Obama. Our people like Obama. Mm-hmm. You know, it's people that call into this show they hate when I say what I say about Obama.
Fact.
You know, but what I'm saying is, if Obama ain't moving accordingly to certain things,
somebody new.
He wants somebody else.
They didn't have talks.
Maybe Michelle. But we'll take one more caller before we run the break. Sean, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Yes. Hello.
How you doing, Sean?
I'm doing okay. Hey, I'm like this. She gonna win the race.
She going to win the race. And Obama, he's going to all throw his hat in, also behind her. I don't know why you keep saying he ain't stepped up. He's going to step up.
Well, the Clintons stepped up.
I hear all of this stuff that y'all downplaying our Democrats, but you ain't downplaying the Republicans. That's all I hear.
Well, no. That's hold on. That's because you donkey gang. That's because you donkey gang. Look, you donkey gang, so you gonna hear that. You gonna have selective hearing. Because today we talking about Joe Biden. Hold on. Today we talking about Joe Biden.
All they do is lie.
But like I said, the Democrats was not honest about Joe Biden.
Facts. Lies.
Okay, no, I'm asking you, was they honest about what was going on with Joe Biden? Here we go. Donkey gang.
Point at somebody else.
All they do is lie.
Point at somebody else. We're talking about what's happening with this civil war that's happening inside the Democratic Party.
Hold on, look, donkey
right
gang.
now, these are Democrats who are not standing with Kamala
and plus,
Harris.
it's what's going on. We talking about Joe Biden.
It's facts.
Hold on, we talking about Joe Biden stepping down and Kamala Harris stepping up.
So why would we be talking about Republicans?
Why would we be talking about the Republicans right now?
And the Democrats,
they got the one. At least they agree on who they trying to put up as a nominee.
Exactly, they not gang banging within each other.
Donkey gang in the building. But look, it's about that time.
Hey,
one call, that's all.
Hey, look, now's your chance to get Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway to be entered in to win. Hey, look, right now, call 833-212-1017 and get entered in to win $5,000. Our Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Again, call 833-212-1017. And remember, if you or a loved one have been injured in an accident, contact Gruber Law Offices today. Visit them at gruberlawoffices-law.com. For official contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com. Caller number 10 right now will be entered in to win our 5K giveaway. Call now.
Any policy that will benefit black people will benefit all of society. Let's be clear about that. Let's really be clear about that. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No, because whatever benefits that black family will benefit that community and society as a whole and the country. Right?
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Thank you, Truth Nation. Your willingness to share your stories with our community has helped make the Tory Lowe Show a two-time First Place Wisconsin Broadcasters Association Award winner.
Hey, I'm tapping in for the Milwaukee County Jail. Yeah, man, they treating us real bad up in here, man. I mean, they had us sleeping in feces and urine. They took the batteries from us, told us there wasn't no batteries in stock. I ain't never heard that in my life.
We do this all for you, Milwaukee. We are the award-winning 1017 The Truth, Milwaukee Black Talk.
The Empowerment Small Business Loan Program, we're talking about up to $5 million, which for small business owners, we need that. That's like payroll, that's resources. So can you just let us know what is the program and why is this lending program so important to Old National Bank?
Years ago, our CEO, Jim Ryan, this program is his brainchild. He was working with Roland Shelton, who you know Denise out of Evansville, and they identified that African-American business owners, Hispanic business owners, Native American business owners, as well as women business owners had a difficult time in obtaining financing from the traditional credit partners. And so we went out, created a program, launched it last year, 2023. And so far last year, we have helped over 100 successful minority and women-owned businesses with about $25 million in loans. We've already started this year with almost $8 million in approvals, again, geared toward minority business owners and women business owners that normally had difficulties in obtaining traditional credit finance.
Adrian was seriously injured when a careless driver merged into her lane.
Gruber was there for everything that I needed. Any questions that I had, Gruber was there. They made me feel like everything about my situation and my accident was very important to them, and that made me feel good. And I would definitely call Gruber again for that.
Serving Wisconsin for over 35 years, Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
They go above and beyond for their clients.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that American Family Insurance agents can help build a customized renter's policy so you can protect stuff like this, or this, or even this. Well, case in point. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Come escape to Lake Lawn Resort. Enjoy stunning lakeside views, on-site golf, award-winning spa, and numerous dining options, including 1878 on the lake. Dive into the pools, explore water sports, or relax by the lakeside fire pits. Experience Lake Lawn Resort's newly renovated guest rooms, part of a multi-million-dollar upgrade for ultimate comfort and luxury. Whether it's a romantic getaway, family vacation, or corporate retreat, Lake Lawn Resort has it all. Book your stay at Lake Lawn Resort today and discover the perfect blend of adventure and relaxation.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Salute to Stephanie. You'll be entered in to win our Gruber 5K giveaway. For official contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com. And remember, if you or a loved one has been injured in an accident, contact Gruber Law offices today. Visit them at gruber-law.com. Hey, look, I got a question for Truth Nation. Joe Biden steps down, Kamala Harris steps up, but will she be the nominee, the party nominee at the DNC?
Good question.
That's the question.
Thanks.
833-212-1017. Miss Rose, you're on the new 1017
Yes,
The Truth.
yes.
Tap in.
As far as I'm concerned, Vice President Kamala Harris is very well qualified, and she's going to be the next person running for president, and she's going to win. And that's why Trump is so upset, because he's upset because he's talking about changing in midstream because he knows he's out of his league now. So as far as I'm concerned, she's a woman, and that's what should be presented, as a woman, not as a black woman or a white woman, but as a woman. You can say a woman of color, but the main thing is that she is a woman who is very well qualified to take the helm.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Hey, she a woman. She very well qualified. She was a prosecutor in California.
Yeah.
Al, you're on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
Well, the first thing I want to say is I hope she do, but y'all give these Obamas too much credit. And we're going to break it down. What they eat does not make the world sugar, honey, iced tea, okay?
Okay.
Let's break that down. Because when his wife said I do, she said she couldn't stand her husband for 4 years. So does that make her a bad woman?
She said she couldn't stand him for 10 years. Yeah.
She couldn't stand him. I don't see y'all running her through the dirt with that. Y'all said that, you know, he's not black.
I think Michelle Obama would give Trump more competition than Kamala.
I know, first of all, that will not work because his wife likes to turn the other cheek. When they go low, we go high. That's why we in the predicament right now, and we need to go on and just admit it. Okay, all that turning the other cheek ain't even working. We don't even turn the other cheek for each other. They only turn the other cheek because they white, and y'all know how white people get down. Let the truth be told.
Like
that's
in
why y'all
Wisconsin.
start quoting Bible verses, just like these. But here's the thing. When I hear people say, well, you know, they're not really black, well, let's get down and dirty. Y'all follow a black God, and that color ain't did nothing for you on GD Earth. He ain't stopped no reckless driving. He ain't stopped you from being slaughtered, and y'all serve him every Sunday, and he don't cut no check. But I don't see y'all saying that. And that's your God. And I've been saying that color ain't no good. Y'all stay following him. And
Obama or God? Which one? I'm lost a little bit, Al.
Okay. No,
I'm following you. I'm trying to follow what you're saying here.
No, what I'm saying is y'all say he's not black, but you follow a black guy that ain't did nothing for you on GD Earth.
Who said
so if you're gonna
I say Obama ain't American black.
Well, if he ain't American black and
connected to the struggle of slavery and nothing like that, he ain't that kind of black.
Okay, and your God is black, and he didn't stop it. And y'all follow that color
Okay,
every
so
Sunday.
who's the black guy? Who the black guy that you talking about?
Whoever you say, Lord, I will be done. Whatever his name is, I don't follow him because it came out that thought God is black. Okay?
Okay, I'm listening.
The more of the story is people got to stop being so fragile. Some of y'all don't want her there because y'all don't like women in leadership. That's why y'all always screaming independent woman. And on top of that, another reason y'all don't like her is because she's sleeping with a white man. Because some of y'all
that never came up on the show today now. Ain't nobody said that but you, Al. You brought that up.
No, it's been coming out.
Oh, you saying they talking about
all
it?
Day.
Okay. Oh, you saying that's what they've been saying out here on the streets?
On the streets, a lot of black people, and she with a white man. I'm like, why do y'all care? You didn't make the cut. Y'all didn't say she's a woman. So, we got to be honest. We're talking about a so-called black woman that's not black. And y'all know the black woman is the number one unprotected, the first disrespected, but the first one to come to die on.
I thought she was Asian.
Keep it 100.
She said she was Asian. But I thought
she was Asian.
She said she represents Asian American.
Yeah, she like Asian, the same part Asian,
like
same.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is we got to keep it 100 and we got to get off this bullshit honey iced tea because I can smell it and I ain't even sat on the toilet yet. Y'all have a happy Monday.
All right. Security Mike. Security Mike, you on
how y'all doing, Tory?
How you doing, Security Mike?
King.
How y'all doing, Liz Brown? Hey, Kamala Harris wasn't honest about Joe Biden, but she ain't got nothing to do with that man getting old.
Right.
So
not at all.
I ain't even thinking about that.
Not at all.
But like Tory, like you said, I'm gonna get the popcorn and soda ready, man, because it's gonna be the DA against the lying felon, and it's gonna be interesting.
A prosecutor or a felon? Hey, go.
Hey, if you do the homework, if you do your homework on Kamala, though, Trump got the complexion for the connection because it was the black brother she wasn't letting out of jail. She was letting the Caucasians out, though.
Oh, wow.
So she might overlook it, so you better be careful.
Ron, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Hey, thanks for taking my call, y'all. This is pretty entertaining. This is kind of weird to me to hear that, Kamala is, now all of a sudden she's not black, she's Asian, she's not American-born black. And all
she's not, she has no ties to slavery.
That wasn't a...
That's what I'm saying.
Well...
There's plenty of videos out here that she said that.
That's what I said. I said she is not black like she has ties to slavery.
I get it. But if she pulled the Amber Rose in, I could kind of look at her funny. But it's kind of like she's a black woman because everybody's like, you got one drop, you're a black woman, all that stuff. So is that a lie? I don't know. But black women got it hard. Y'all got it hard. Y'all birthed the nation. You birthed the African nation, the Asian nation, American. You birthed the nation.
Correct.
And now this woman is about to sit hopefully get into the seat. And for your question, will she be nominated? I hope she does. But with these white folks at the DNC, if she gets nominated, I don't like the fact that Obama hasn't come out officially and endorsed her. If that's what the case is, I haven't been on my radio. I just listened to you guys today all day.
The Clintons have, Bill and Hillary have,
and the Clinton has.
Other people.
I mean, cool that the white folks is backing her. That's cool. But Nancy Pelosi ain't out there. That's fine. And like I said earlier, she's qualified. But to say that she is somehow like a Amber Rose or a Sexy Red, that she ain't qualified, or
who
to
said
think
she
that
wasn't
she
qualified?
can't do the job. Well, I'm just saying that it seemed like people are going,
I never heard nobody say she wasn't qualified.
Well, on BT and Tellez, people were saying that she wasn't qualified, and she's a fresh prosecutor and all this stuff.
Well, I'm talking about, she was vice president, so
she's vice president, so she has the
that
right
conversation
to
is
that's
a dead conversation. How you vice president? You're not qualified to be the president.
Yeah.
Right, but people were saying that, and that's why I kind of did it. That like, no, she's qualified, and we're not talking about somebody who's an airhead. She's very well qualified. I hope she gets the nomination. But as far as this, she's not claiming that she's black and all that stuff. We need to vet that. We need to see if this woman's agenda will get
she's not like my grandma
on the right path.
All I'm saying,
that's fine.
We didn't
I'm
say
just
that.
saying, but grandma qualified.
There's videos of her stating.
I didn't say she wasn't qualified. I just said that she ain't American black like
if you wanted
to the slave.
For her to be stepping into the that she's going to run, she know all the videos finna come up. They already up, and they're running continuously. These are her words and what she was representing, even when it was the Chucks and Pearls thing. That was her words, saying that she was the first Indian. She wasn't saying that she was black then. So, again, when you're getting ready to run for something, any and everything that you've done is about to be put on air.
Right.
Constantly,
hey, look,
nonstop.
When we come back, Truth Nation, we got smoke on the lines. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 1017 The Truth. Here is Denise Thomas with her truth.
Truth Nation, there has been an ongoing debate in terms of what work ethic means, and primarily across generations. You hear phrases like, this new generation doesn't know the meaning of work. They're entitled. And the younger generation saying things like, the older people, they work way too hard and not smart enough. All perspectives have some extension of validity. I want to share with you something that I heard last weekend that really resonated with me as it relates to work ethic. And the quote was, a lot of people want to learn how to play the guitar, but they don't want to take the lessons. And so, Truth Nation, as we continue to have ongoing conversations about the meaning of work and work ethic, I want to ask each of us to consider what work means to us. And in terms of what we are looking to gain from whatever aspect of work that we deliver every day, is it equal to what we want to gain? In other words, are you putting in the work that's not just short game or 60 seconds or less, but the work that is going to create a long impact on whatever return on the investment looks like for you? Let's start having more conversations about the meaning of work, making sure that we're aligned on what that looks and feels like, and ultimately not giving up on doing the work, because goodness knows we got a lot of work to do.
This has been Truth Takes on the new 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Truth Be Told with DT and Tellez weekdays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
One smile is great, but one smile in a community of smiles is so much better. A smile has a secret power that most people don't know about. A smile multiplies. It spreads from one person to the next, stretching across entire groups of people. Smile Train knows this and is proud to be creating a wave of smiles across the cleft lip and palate community in over 70 countries. Patients, doctors, advocates, fundraisers. Collectively, our smiles are a celebration of the transformed lives of over 1.5 million children. Learn how Smile Train is helping the cleft lip and palate community at smiletrain.org/learn. Smile Train, changing the world one smile at a time.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat.
Representation matters. And despite the centuries-old tale that there is one way to be black, there's one way to look black, to talk black, to act black, to be black. We know that is the furthest thing from the truth.
That was Justin Riley. He's the Vice President of Operations for Hillman Grad, a full-service media and production company that focuses on empowering underrepresented creators. Justin feels that historically, black culture has been viewed as a monolith. That's why Hillman Grad wants to lift up a variety of voices and experiences.
It is imperative that we at Hillman Grad and other companies invest in diverse talent to be able to create these powerful stories that have true impact.
Greater diversity means better representation. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
To me, I be work.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Elizabeth Brown in studio. The Truth Family Fest is back. The award-winning 101.7 The Truth is proud to announce our second annual Truth Family Fest, Saturday, August 17th at Riverside University High School in Milwaukee. We are bringing the community together for a family festival that will have something for everyone. There will be live music, delicious foods, and we will be giving away backpacks, school supplies, and much more. So mark your calendars for this exciting event and come out to enjoy music, food, and fun at our second annual True Family Fest, which is on Saturday, August 17th at Riverside University High School. The True Family Fest is sponsored by Associated Bank, Your Money Works Here, and sponsored by Milwaukee Public Schools, Gruber Law Offices, Erie Insurance, American Family Insurance, Outreach Community Health Centers, and Greater Milwaukee Urban League. Hey, look, we got some smoke on the lines. We got a lot of people trying to get through. We're going to try to get to everybody. Henry, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Hey, how are you doing? I just landed here in your beautiful city of Milwaukee from Oakland, California, and I'm listening to the rhetoric that's being talked about my girl from Oakland, California, the vice president, soon to be the new president of the United States, Ms. Harris. Your callers, all I suggest, don't believe all the things you hear on social media. You had a caller came in there and said she dropped out of the race, the presidential race. It was because it was a backdoor deal already made that she was going to be the pick for the vice president. That's why she dropped out. So let's get the truth out there. If you guys are if your show is about the truth, let's talk about the truth.
You can say it. You on the line. Don't talk.
Ms. Harris grew up in the tough streets of Oakland, California, to a single mother. Her and her sister grew up in Oakland, California, where I grew up at.
Mm-hmm.
Her father was Jamaican, African-American descent. When she became the district, she climbed the ladder of politics when she was a district attorney in San Francisco. She did great things for African-Americans, and I was one of them. I'm a very successful businessman. I travel the world. That's why I'm here. In Milwaukee, I'm here to go play golf at Whistler Straits because I can afford it. And that's what I do. And I'm not going to sit here, and I was just appalled that I heard all the rhetoric that was talked about my vice president, my soon-to-be president, Ms. Kamala Harris.
Okay, so you believe that she's going to get the nomination at the DNC?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Hands down is going to happen. Barbara Lee, Congresswoman Barbara Lee, if you guys know who Congress is, and I know you.
Yes.
And the great state of Texas just lost a pioneer. But talking to Barbara Lee as our representative out in the Oakland, California area, she has reassured me that she will have the votes.
Okay, that's what's up. Hey, he said he got some inside information.
Hey, right here on The Truth.
Hey, let's see what happens.
We'll see.
I got the popcorn and the soda. Hey, I appreciate you for tapping in, Henry. Going golfing. Markovin.
Hello?
How you doing, Markovin?
How you doing? I just wanted to say, first off with Harris, I believe she is going to be the nomination. She's the obvious choice, seeing that she was already with the Biden administration. Right. So all of that money she raised previously with the Biden administration can only be used by her or Biden.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
And all the money she raised due to the current endorsement by the current president. Other than that, I don't take too much in her race. I go by how she looks. She looked like one of us, so she one of us, whether she says it or not. And I think it's the best chance to win.
Okay.
Salute.
Hey, she gives the Democrat Party the best chance to win.
Hey.
Vincent, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Good evening, guys. I totally agree with the last two callers. Vice President Kamala Harris will be the next Democratic nominee. The fact is that most of the state delegates that were pledged to President Biden have pledged to her. Mm-hmm. The fact is, over the weekend, she's raised millions and millions of dollars. For the Democratic Party.
30-some million?
Over 50 million, about $60 million already. So she's raising. The fact is, the money is now coming in, flowing in. And the fact is that Barack Obama hasn't totally endorsed her yet. We got 2 weeks to the convention. This is about chess moves. The Republicans just had their convention, and the fact is they were supposed to receive a bump for that convention, and they haven't because nobody's talking about the Republican convention, which was basically a disaster. But the point is that, hey, Kamala Harris, Vice President Kamala Harris, is qualified and ready to be president. And the fact is she has the qualifications, a lot more qualifications than the Republican nominee. That's my point.
Okay. So we got the prosecutor versus the convicted felon.
Yeah.
Interesting. Hey, Stephanie, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Hey, Liz. Hey, Tory.
Hey, salute.
Like the last three people that came on, it's like exactly what I was gonna say. I'm just waiting on a debate because that's gonna be popping. She gonna have him sweating, y'all. He can't mess with her. He cannot. Because he don't know the policies. He gonna try to just talk about what she did when she was a prosecutor, but he wasn't gonna have anything on her. So it's just gonna be done. He's gonna be DOA. He gonna wish he got shot for real this time.
Oh wow!
Damn.
All right,
Okay,
I'm
Queen,
interested.
salute.
I want to see the debate too.
Me too.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you this. I got the popcorn and the soda because the last 4 or 5 months, it's a lot been going on in the politics.
All facts.
Who we got? Thomas? Thomas, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
The only thing I want to say is whether Kamala Harris, whatever nationality is, she's still a nigga to them people up there, wherever they at in politics. Obama, whatever nationality he is, he's still a nigga to them, wherever the powers may be. And people be talking about the blacks, they identify with the Republican core, but they were Republican first. All the Republican people, they were still racist as hell. The Democrats, all of them is just racist as hell. So I don't know what to big thing of. All of them is racist as hell to me.
Hey, I'm not going to. Hey, it's the truth. Hey.
That's real facts.
All right, Thomas. Who? Eddie? Eddie, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Good day, Tory. Good day, Elizabeth. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing, Eddie?
I'm doing good. I woke up this morning, and I live with a gal, Tory, and she was a news reporter. I live with a gal.
Oh, this is a roommate.
She was a news reporter. A roommate. Yeah, I think she wants more, Tory, but I can't commit. I'm a cheater.
Oh wow.
I'm a cheater. I can't be trusted.
Hey, I had some hope for you.
I'm a cheater.
I thought
Tory.
it was some hope right there.
Tory, who has the best hair you've ever seen on a man? Who has the best head of hair? Thank you, Tory. Thank you. Tory, I just want to say this. This morning I woke up, and my roommate said, "You're not going to believe this. Have you seen the poly poll?" And I said, "No, I just woke up." And she said, Trump in the swing states is outpolling her 2-1. 68 to 28. So my support is to Kamala Harris. I want to see that gal get the nomination, Tory. I want to see her run against Trump. That's what I want.
Okay.
Because you think that she don't have the juice to win. Oh, wow. Winky, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Hey, good afternoon to you, man. I've heard a lot of rhetoric this afternoon, and I'm sad, man, because like you always bring up on your show the Stockholm syndrome, and it seems like black folk. And, I don't want to call in and clown around like I got to go back to the little guy that got his start from my show. Al, he called in and he's full of damn. Okay, that's what he's full of. He's full of damn. I don't know what that means, but I don't know what side he on. Then he jump on God, bruh. He jump on God. That's when he jump on God. That's when I got to come in. Listen, man, Kamala Harris could very well pull this off because, see, Joe Biden couldn't really beat Donald Trump. I'm going to throw a little conspiracy in on you. Black folk, I want y'all to understand something. Why in the world Are we even entertaining the thought because she a black woman? Look, love black women, man. Hey, look here. I don't think nobody love them better than me, man. You know, I love them.
Bruh. Hey. Oh, wow. All right. Well, we got to run the break, Wiki. On that note, look, I appreciate everybody for calling in. Interesting conversation today.
Facts.
Look, when we come back, Elizabeth Brown, I want to get your last words.
Okay.
Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
What distinguishes Old National Bank from other lenders in helping people buy their first home and furthering their small businesses?
One thing that really makes us stand out is our grants. We have 2 really big grants right now specifically for first-time home buyers buying in Milwaukee County. The first one is for $15,000. They have to be buying within Milwaukee County and reach certain income limits. And then the second one is for $20,000, and that is through the Federal Home Loan Bank of Indiana. We're headquartered in Indiana, as you know, Denise. So that is a second grant, and that is really the highest, most robust grant program throughout the entire southeastern Wisconsin area. So it's it's up to $35,000 essentially that a person could be receiving for their first home. If you are in a position that you're looking to buy your first home throughout Milwaukee County, please give me a call. Please contact me. I'm more than happy to help everybody that I can.
And what's your number, Anna?
Sure.
How can they reach you?
414-978-0283.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance, like your first home expansion or your first big lightning strike. There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Family's agents. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Connie's Compassionate Care is a Wisconsin Medicaid Badger Care Plus benefit program designed to help pregnant women retain the support and services needed to have a healthy baby, from medical appointments, transportation, and health education support. So, if you or anyone you know can benefit from our agency, call 414-550-7521 to speak with Lasagna. Connie's Compassionate Care has got you covered.
Join an unforgettable weekend of summer fun when the Brewers play the Marlins July 26th through the 28th. Be here for Yacht Rock Night on Friday and a Hawaiian shirt giveaway Saturday. Get your seats at Brewers.com.
How much does it cost to talk to Gruber Law Offices after a serious accident? It's free. Yes, free, as in it won't cost you anything to speak with us. There's never a fee until we win your case. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
All right, Elizabeth Brown. I don't even think we got time for too much.
Nope, not
but
at
you
all.
can try to toss something up.
I mean, look, y'all can vote for whoever y'all want to. We ain't telling y'all. Be informed. All I'm saying is right now.
I ain't never told nobody what to do.
For me, I'm not voting for Kamala Harris, point blank and period. And again, when people talking about is she competent to do whatever, Joe Biden said he still wanted to remain as the regular president right now. My question would be, if she do be the elect, is she going to invoke the 25th Amendment on Joe Biden? Because we know competent, he's not running the country right now. So he shouldn't still be the president right now. It should automatically be a switch.
Well,
at the end of the day, Truth Nation, do as you must.
I got popcorn and soda. I'm interested.
It is what it is.
I appreciate you for being on these front lines as usual.
Hey, as always.
And we got a lot of work to do.
Salute.
All right, DJ Brother Z.
All right, Tory Lowe from 104. Let's get it. All right, quick.
All right,
hey, look, Truth Nation. Hey, join me tomorrow for another powerful conversation. I love you, Dr. Ken Harris. Up next.
Go and put your hands up. In times is how you stand up. LUB the man, cause a brand that the fans trust. So even if they ban us, they'll never